Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in here. What it do, people? What it do? It's your boy DJ Chaos, the Mix Master, along with my brother Dark Prince on this beautiful, dark now, where I'm at in fucking, what's this, Blackbird, South Carolina. It's just our opinion podcast. You know what I'm saying? And you already know how we do, where we touch on different things. Rather, we might be right or could be wrong, but a lot of times we try to be right, and if we're wrong, we go and research the shit and make damn sure that we saying what's right, so that way we won't get ridiculed for it. Man,
Turn up your volume, bro.
oh yeah, hold on, let me hit my volume. Am I in there? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Am I in there?
Still low a little bit.
Oh, it is. I'm low. I'm high. What about now? Am I there? Can you hear me?
It's all good. Let's just roll with it.
Can you hear me good now?
I mean, it's at the same level though, but it's all good. Let's just roll with it.
Let's see. Hold on, cause I don't. Let's see. Stop mic. Well, I want to make sure you hear me loud and clear.
I thought it was my volume down, but I got mine at max. But it's all good.
Oh, mic check 1 2. What is this? It's showing. Whoop! It's showing my shit loud as a motherfucker. I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh boy. Okay. But anyway, man. Gonna get straight to it. Bro, you alright over there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We just clearing out the room so we can speak on whatever topic is gonna be rocking on tonight. And I definitely want to talk about the Lil Nas X and his whack ass damn photo shoot that
please, let's not go there
right,
yet, please. Let's not go there just yet. We'll get there. We will get there. On that, tonight's topic is going to be pretty much a doozy. And when I mean a doozy, a lot of us, this is going to be some things that's going to be said that's probably going to piss some people off. There's probably going to be some things that's going to make people feel some type of way and probably agree. But before I get started, I got to do something like go to my other goddamn Facebook page because we're not getting no views. And the reason why is because I'm blocked on my other Facebook, on my other 2 Facebook pages. So let me take care of this right quick, which is not going to take very long. Oh boy, I tell you, it's bad when you get blocked. You get blocked for saying truth shit. You know what I'm saying? They get mad as hell with you. And it's like, no, I was just saying they get mad as hell with you for saying some real shit. And it's like, why get mad?
I already know. Truth was always
Well, I mean, I know why as well. And it is what the fuck it is. At the end of the damn day, it is what the fuck it is. Because here's the thing about it. It was a guy who had hold on a second. Cut this volume down on this side of the track. But it was a what made me. I'm gonna tell you why I got blocked. I got blocked because my cousin Derek Tyler. Shouts out to Derek Tyler,
Hey,
but Derek sent me a video of this teacher. I don't know where the fuck it was at, but it was a brother teacher and a little young brother. They got into a little altercation in the classroom,
mm,
and the young brother was getting all up in the teacher's face, muffed up, muffed up in the teacher's face and everything.
yeah,
So he was one of them old school cats that were teaching him, and he basically broke them down. They don't know who's boss, who's the grown up and who's the child. So as I was reading the comments, there were people were saying like, black people are making. Don't black people realize how stupid they look, by doing these things or whatever the case may be? And they, the whole world's watching and all of those stuff. So I basically went in and I said, well, I said, do Caucasians realize how their ancestors made our people become conditioned the way they was conditioned to do sucker shit that they was doing?
mm,
And before I know it, bam, I was blocked. But here's the catch. All I was doing was just saying factual information. They was calling black people animals. They were saying they were acting like we act like animals.
yeah,
So me responding to the whole concepts of what they say about us, I get ridiculed for it and then get blocked for 3
yeah.
days.
Oh, just 3 days?
Yeah, I supposed to be off. I supposed to be off. I supposed to get bail tomorrow.
Okay, good. We're gonna be right back at him again.
Yeah, they chances are they gonna make it to the point where they gonna keep on messing with me until I get to my breaking point, and then that's when they gonna try to block me. They gonna try to block me like they did the minister. And I'm gonna tell you like this here: when they get to that point right there, bro, I'm gonna be through with social media forever, then, because I already know it's not sought up for us anymore, and that shit's really finna get real in the battlefield behind that, plain and simple.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg somebody sold Facebook to the Alphabet brothers. I already knew it coming.
They gonna make it. Yeah. Well, I knew that was eventually gonna happen because that was their whole insight back in 2012, 2013, when the federal government got their hands on Facebook and all these different social media sites, because they didn't even know that there was so many people on there until they just up and looked up, and there it was, boom, a whole bunch of motherfucking people. And then it was people that they said that they considered they had warrants, that had that was missing, and they've been trying to look for, and all this old shit. They all had Facebook pages.
Yeah,
That was their claim of fame. They was like, shit, this was like a bless. I think Bloody said something about this, like a blessing from God or something.
of course it was, because everybody had made their own rap sheet.
Yep.
So what we
So
gonna
I
talk about this little Nas X?
mean, uh, do you want to go in on that, or do you want to go in on the heavy topic for the night, which is
I
why
shit, this
women?
is heavy here.
Well, I mean, because it's going. I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna pretty much link back to the Lil Nas X situation. But the topic tonight is why are women jealous of their child or children? And I came to a conclusion, and I've seen it on many occasions, where women are literally jealous of their own kids. It sounds crazy as hell, but it's the truth. It's the God-given truth. Because there are a lot. I mean, I did not know that women were really jealous of their own kids until my auntie got arrested dead. Literally, me and her had a conversation about that. And the conversation was, you know, I'm like, are women really jealous of their kids? and my auntie said, yeah. She said, yeah, most definitely they're jealous of their kids. She said, because a lot of times when women find themselves not having that fatherly figure in their life and their child end up having the father figure that they never had, it becomes a problem. They won't say it, but it becomes a problem. And the reason why it becomes a problem, because I never had this type of lifestyle before. I mean, I ain't never had my father bring me nothing to ask me what do I want or what do I need as a child. So when my offspring is getting what I've never had, I kind of find that being a problem. So I start acting a certain type of way towards my child. But I'm not going to let my child know the reason why I'm acting this way. I'm just acting this way because, hey, I know why I'm acting this way. I don't like the fact that he's getting the attention that I never got. Most people, you hear females all the time. They say, I want my kids to be happy. I want my kids to have something I never had. But a lot of times that be some bullshit. They don't want that. They really don't want that. It just sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they hear somebody else say it, or one friend, a family member, or somebody say it. They're like, oh, yeah, girl, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. I want I want the best for my kids. But a lot of times, they don't really want the best for their kids because they don't know what best means. So
That's interesting you said that though, bro, because when I'm starting to just look back on my short, soon to be 45 years on the planet, I still don't know what's best for me in a lot of standpoint, but this is why I need the guidance of the Most High, to direct my path. Is that if it was up to me, the things that happened in my life to shape me to be the person that I am right now, I wouldn't have changed it.
Yeah.
So we all been dealt certain cards, whatever year you got to this planet. And we were shaped and formed in the environment that we were shaped in. And with that, that sticks hard to all of us because that's part of our identity of who we are or who we think we are. And sometimes some people, do not see that because it's a blind spot. I know for myself, the meekness spirit that I was talking about backstage earlier, I never saw it that way. There was a blind spot for myself because I never saw the strength in it. It takes tremendous amount of power and strength to be a meek person on this planet.
Right.
And I was like, okay, how it's gonna go? But like I said to you, that's more like, to make it plain and simple, meekness is Clark Kent is in the sun, Superman is in the rain. And I was like, yeah, I can dig that. So understand that better helps me to mold myself into the shape of that he wants me to stay on. And I just think that, when we go through these type scenarios, personally, when you come up a certain way, there are certain standards that are set. And I've come to find out that when you meet other people, sometimes they never have those type of standards in their life. And so that's where the clash comes in at. So in that, you have to have the patience, to understand this is backlash because they're not only upset about what's not being given them in that moment, they're also looking at the fact, which is the bigger thing, is that I was never told or taught this and shown this coming up in my own family.
Right.
Y'all betrayed me. And she's not talking to the person that's doing the giving. She's talking to the family because this is just bent. And you know, it comes out in and out. And I think the thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, in meekness, what I come to find out, I can now hear this. And I think that's, you know what I'm saying, we have to also just go. So learning is going to be a forever thing, an eternal thing. That's why you can't say I know it all, because a 2-year-old could come across your path right now and show you something different you ain't never seen.
Hey, First Lady. Welcome, 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 babe. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, but that's the whole insight to me, is that, you know, I was looking at Kevin Samuels' video earlier today, and Kevin Samuels literally was talking to this young lady about what is it that she wants. Well, hold on a second. Steve, audio sounds a little distorted. Lisa, First Lady said your sound and your audio sound a little distorted.
I don't know if it's because of the weather that's coming through where you at, or it might be something that's in the damn audio itself. But that's what I was addressing earlier, because I can hear your audio through my headphones.
Yeah, it does sound. Let's see. Turn your volume down just a little bit and see what happens. Just a little bit, not that much.
I had it.
See, audio sounds a little distorted. Lisa, First Lady said your sound. We about 10-second delay. Hold on a second. Let's see what it's talking about. Yeah, it does sound. Let's see. Turn your volume down just a little bit. See what happens. Just a little bit, not that much.
Man, I hear all that.
Lisa, First Lady said your sound. We about 10-second delay.
Boy, it sounds like everything goes off.
Nah, I told you about that. Don't be giving them characters too much clout. Because I know sometimes a lot of times you could be sitting up in certain parts of their apartment, probably have a bad dead, like a dead signal spot.
Well, it is a lot of cameras overhang the building.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll probably clear up. It probably will. But because I mean, it sounds good on my end.
I mean, y'all sound good on my end.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know. I mean, because hell, they probably. And I wonder how it sound over there on YouTube.
I don't know, experts like that.
Yeah. At least see how it sound on YouTube. Yeah. See. Mic check, 1, 2. I hear some squeaking. Mic check one. That sound I ain't on YouTube. I don't know, bro. Say something right quick, and we'll see.
I mean, I got the echo. I heard it 3 times in the back because I got my grind over here doing my thing, and I heard the grinder, part come up 3 times. It's practically the same sound I was making when I first
Okay,
started turning it.
you know what? YouTube sound better than goddamn Facebook. But anyway, that's all that fucking matter. Let's go.
Yeah,
But anyway,
let's roll.
well, man, made me threw me off right there. But what I was saying was, you know, the topic, like I said, the topic tonight is why women jealous of their child or children. And like I said, I've encountered women around the way that are very jealous of their kids. And you can tell the ones that are jealous of their kids because they always upset, bitching and complaining and hooping and hollering at them all the time. They always pissy mad with them for nothing. And then a lot of times it'd be because of the guy that she once used to date. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't with me no more. So if he ain't with me no more, then it's a goddamn problem, basically. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've dealt with situations like that, and it's not good. It makes the whole gentrification, the whole unification of black men and women trying to be together in harmony. It make it look like it don't even need to exist when it do, and it causes to me it causes a generational curse, because when you sit up there and show that type of gratification towards your child, then when that child gets older, that child grows up and that child wonders, damn, my mama be treating me like shit. So the child gonna lash back and start doing stupid shit that he know the mother don't like, the father don't like, family members probably don't like, and and then he showing up really becomes dislikable. You know what I'm saying? And that like I say, now that we in 2021 right now, and a lot of this shit that these young folks doing nowadays was nothing nowhere close to what we were doing. And the things that they are basically being shown on television, so especially social media, is like, man, we never had that type of situation ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck is really going on in society? Where's this shit going? And then, like you said now, Lil Nas X, you know, his little situation. Now that right there was, way beyond and fucked up, because that picture that I seen,
Yeah, speak on it.
let me further know why society is in a sham scam that is in, because I got the damn picture and I'm finna put it up here, and hey, it is what it is, because I got to say something about this. This is cold-hearted and fucked up, And I've seen another picture that's even worse. Matter of fact, let's start with that picture that I seen that literally gave me, like, what the fuck is really, really going to happen in our future. for these youngsters as time prevails. Because I seen this and it made me really think that we ain't got very long. We ain't got very long on the planet with this type of foolishness. You see that, brother Steve?
Yes, absolutely.
I seen that on somebody's page back here a couple of days ago, and this is what a prime example of when I was talking about the women being jealous of their kids, and they end up raising men, young men. When they get grown, they don't know how to become regular men anymore. This is what they. This is what you. This is what you get.
This is man gone wild.
Yes, but the thing about it is, I'm gonna show you how hypocritical this country is and this society is. Now, I just told you I got blocked for 3 days
Mm-hmm.
just because some Caucasian people had the nerve to talk about black people being animals on that video. And all I did was just did a history lesson on what caused all this bullshit that's going on in the world. And I got blocked.
Mm-hmm.
However, shit like this come across my timeline all the time. And it gets glorified. It becomes a joke.
Yeah.
And most black women will see this and they'll say that's cute. Father and son, father and daughter time.
That's what they definitely gonna say.
You know, like I say, back in the days, they had a TV show called Good Times. The first season of Good Times, they had a man named John Amos, aka James Evans Sr. James Evans Sr. was the boss. He ran his house like a man supposed to. He protected and served his family well. To the fact where he didn't even want his wife going out working. He felt like that was not her job, which it wasn't. Most women don't even realize they don't even supposed to be out doing all this hard work they're doing nowadays. That's the reason why they're getting all these bad health problems. Your ass supposed to be at the house, taking care of home, and watching your kids while the man out there doing his job. Mr. Charlie knows this. But at the same time, he felt like, hey, a lot of y'all say y'all want to be men. I want to do men things, so I'm going to give you man jobs. And you get out here and you want to be me, want to work like a man, do everything like a man, but at the end of the day, you end up getting bad health problems. But better yet, nevertheless, not only getting bad health problems, but you ain't got nobody watching your kids because you're a single parent. So guess what you end up raising? My man right there, who don't even know how to be a man. Because real men don't do no shit like that. No, regardless how much he's supposed to love his child and care for his child, he's still gonna be a man at the end of the day. It's okay if he take his child out to a what you call that, like a father and son, daughter and son. Daughter and father ball or something. He dress up in the suit, she dress up in the dress. That's one thing. I understand that. I get that. But when you got a man putting on a damn ballerina dress, like trying to be like his daughter, That's where I get off the freeway at, because that's fucking ridiculous. But at the same time, society itself says ain't nothing wrong with that. You know why ain't nothing wrong with that to them? It's because you got all these single-minded people living in a home. They don't know. A woman can't tell a man how to be a man, and a man can't tell a woman how to be a woman. Tell a little girl how to be a woman. Only thing he can do is basically try to raise her up to be on the level to watch herself from guys like her. But yeah, you're right. But I don't know. This is ridiculous, though. We have gotten to the lowest of the low on this planet, you know. But at the same time, you got women saying that they want a real man. They want a man to be their protector, their provider. How are you gonna get him? How you gonna want this man to be a protector and a provider when he's doing sucker shit like this? Is that really what you want? Because I see a lot of women. They was giving this shit right here a high five. They thought this was pretty cool, and then a lot of black women thought this was funny. They thought it was a joke.
You know what was crazy? I was just thinking about right then is that I wouldn't have been brainwashed also, and it stems back to the point where slavery became a point they took the biggest and baddest they thought of us. They stripped him naked, and they put him down, and it made all of us watch, including his immediate family, which was his wife and his little one. And the thing about it, they beat it into it psychologically that the black man cannot do anything for you. And to this day, they still ride on that, which is a mental chain that keeps them going. And that has not been broken on a lot of the systems, man. And that's where it all stems from. Because they understand, why is it that I can't depend on him? Why is it I'm afraid to depend on him? Why is it I can't trust him? Because you've been beaten into your head psychologically. That was the greatest horror movie they could ever watch. They had their loved one taken in front of them, beaten to the point of almost death.
Yeah.
So in that, she's now raising her son to say, no, you drop your head, you say yes and no, sir, and you do whatever you need to do, to make sure you stay alive. But for her daughters, they don't fear the women, because the women can be controlled, manipulated. They're the weakest thing, So that's why they allow them to flourish. So if you allow that to be introduced into our society, and the traumatic society that it is, that's how you get what it is. So the women want to definitely strive to do that. And my thing is, I can't blame them if that's what it is. If the game is this is all it is, then you is, because the same for us on the other side of the track. We get in the game, we get it how we get it. And the thing about it, of course, it causes contradictions in the home and in the relationship. Because the thing about it, first and foremost, this ain't our culture. This ain't our culture. We've been indoctrinated.
Yeah.
We've been bamboozled. We've been bewildered. We've been lied to. Run amok. Malcolm said it best. But anyway, with that, we take our frustrations, and the thing about it, that's still playing out. We take our frustrations out on each other. And that's another thing that we've got to bring. Because the thing about it, you can't see that there's still a spirit of division. It ain't unity. So if you're still playing by their game, the thing about it, that's what I mean by having the meek spirit, because I've come to understand the thing about it, I see that there's doors and rooms that was in my mind that I didn't even know of. And they existed. And I need to go in and clean house. Spring clean. And fill it with something else, because the thing about it was, if it was placed there, but I got to deal with clutter, it had an actual grander purpose.
Right.
So that's the thing about it. When we look at these things, we gotta look at from the standpoint historically of what we've been through and see, you know what I'm saying, is this still tied into what Willie Lynch did? If you can say, yeah, it did, then you know what you're dealing with. I'm not talking to the person, I'm talking to a condition. And that's how you have to tackle it. Because the thing about it, since we love each other, you know what I'm saying, which is what we're supposed to do, emotionally, that's what's going to job first. Because from the hurt standpoint, we got to get at you. Because I left there my safeguard to allow you in.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
But yeah, but I mean, it's all good because the thing about it's a learning experience, and that's why I'm glad we had the podcast things of this nature. Because the thing about we got to understand we've been hurt dramatically by a system, and that system is still actually have some strings that's on, and we got to cut them off. Because like my thing was, it's meekness. I never saw meekness. I saw meekness all through slavery, and I was like, I didn't like that. I hated the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be weak like that. My thing, if that's the case, I'm just not gonna make it. And the way that my frame was before that, if I had been put in that time frame, I probably wouldn't have, because I already know I've been for the uprising type stuff. But anyway, through with the situation as far as my life that are presently and things that have happened, it's shown me the thing is that, you know what I'm saying, there is another avenue, you know what I'm saying, to get to know about life. And my thing is, as I look at it into a grander aspect, why would I cheat myself of getting a fuller understanding about everything?
Right.
So on some G shit, yeah, that's what would make me go G, because I have gotten wiser and I can pass down things to someone else. They don't have to stumble no more. And that's what we gotta do. Straight like that, though, bro. Straight like that. But as far as the folks trying to shut us down, this is exactly why they want to try to shut us down. Because, you know what I'm saying, when the medicine is being applied to the people, they start to heal. And they don't like that. Who's better to control them? Sick people, right?
Mm.
Because
Yep.
you got the medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what you call it, that sober medicine. It helps to wake people up. And the thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, that you have no strings tied on you with this show that's all yours. Now, the thing about it is, they can't get on it either.
Yeah.
But that's what needs to be said out this way, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to start to get to the point where, as I don't know if y'all know the guy, his name is Reverend Benjamin Cone, but he was Adventist, but he also recently he was in the talk with the Mississippi Mass Choir. Now, a lot of the old heads may know about they listen to the gospel after on Sunday morning. He was in a lot of it they listened to. Had a heavy deep bass voice, big set guy. But the thing about it was,
Yeah.
before he left the planet,
Yeah. I seen something on him yesterday, a couple of days ago. Go ahead.
no, interesting. But yeah, his message before he left the planet, he's like, "Well, Brother Cone, what do you think about all this going on the planet?" And he's like, "You know what? You just got to keep on loving on people." And I like, that's simple, but easier said than done. Because when you start feeling a certain type of way, you automatically put up a fence or a block wall or pit bulls and Rottweilers, electric fences, however you want to do it. Because emotionally, how you feel about a certain thing. The thing about it is, you'll never experience it. So it's a scary test, but at the same time frame, there's a made to become.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, definitely. But now I think we can go ahead and why they send me this shit about the hokey pokey. I don't want to see that shit. Anyway, yeah,
What you send a picture of me, dog?
oh, um, we finna go there. Hold on just a second. We finna to go there.
Now,
Cause
mind you,
I started to do a damn special report on this dude, man. When I seen that when it came across my timeline the other day, man, I got mad as fucking hell. But the comments was even mind boggling because you had people was like, you know, he just basically getting back at the baby. And I'm like, y'all can make excuses all the fuck y'all want. But
That
I
ain't
know
even an excuse. That's a piss poor excuse.
because you know people saying that he's trolling. Oh, brother Judah didn't come on in here. What's that?
What's up?
Judah, come
Peace up.
on in.
Peace up. Peace
Shalom,
up,
bro.
brother.
What's going on? Finally made it through, huh?
Huh?
You made it just in time to
Man, I'm
see
finna
this
pull
goof
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
ass.
I'm
yeah,
finna pull
yeah,
out this
yeah,
Mickey
yeah,
Mouse
yeah.
man.
Listen.
I'm
Shalom,
gonna pull
bro.
out.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you stepped in right when this picture put up. Tell us what you think about this right here. Uh-huh.
Man, boy, I seen that shit. I throw it up.
Man.
I seen that. I went and throw it up, man.
Now here's the backstory if everybody don't know about it. This fool was in, you know what I'm saying, got this new, well, I don't know, he had a few hits. I can't call them hits. I say slits off his album, you know what I'm saying, that he got dropped right now, but that's what it's all about. So with this, he's like, well, okay, how you gonna promote this? And some female, mind you, ladies, is telling this 22-year-old male what you should do is say that you're pregnant with this new album. Now, he said it's a fantastic idea, and this is what y'all got. Now, listen, I've been hearing a lot of my sisters out there say there are not enough good men in here. Well, I have a question. If you condone things of this nature, how you gonna get your men? Y'all need to check this person
Yeah,
from a standpoint on king and queen standpoint. Because if he's continuing to do this trying to be you, our race won't be around.
right.
Straight like that. That's just my standpoint on. But when I first saw it, I
Well,
was
that's the
sick.
whole ideal
I
of it.
mean,
See,
I'm
that's
trying to figure out where to get the rubber suit to even do this. Why do we want to do it? But
brother Prince. That's the thing about it. When you were saying the whole concept of the lack of knowledge. This is why shit like this gets a pass because when you really don't understand what is trying to happen in our society, if you really knew what the fuck they had, what the agenda really was about, way back in the fucking 1970s,
same
when goddamn what's the motherfucking name Henry Kissinger
Yeah.
Henry Kissinger.
up under the goddamn Richard up under the Nixon administration stood up there and basically was trying to figure out how to destroy the black community
Right.
after the whole situation with the Black Panthers and Dr.
Hmm.
King's assassination because black people were going in left and right on Caucasian people after Dr. King was assassinated. They trying to figure out how to just destroy us completely. And I
Uh-huh.
guarantee you, Henry Kissinger had that goddamn Willie Lynch book in one hand and all other kind of books. Probably the Art of War book by Sun Tzu in another hand. Because see, all these situations, put them together and goddamn you can make all the kind of war ingredients to destroy the black community all you want. Because
But tell them what did they do?
well, Henry Kissinger basically said that if basically I can't say it verbatim, but he was saying way back in 1974 something about trying to make the black community as homosexual as possible because they wanted to try to get the woman out the house away from the man so that way they can cause division trying to procreate life. They were doing this shit way back in the fucking 70s to where
Hmm.
even they had to go in and change the book because they felt, even when we were coming up as a child, when you was caught being a homosexual, they considered that was a mental problem. You had a mental problem. You was fucked up in the head. Something wrong with
Well, yo, brother, can I piggyback more on the Henry Kissinger? Just allow me just to go get a little deep on that for you.
you. Yeah. You can go ahead. I'm just being nice. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna be nice with him. I gotta give him this tonic juice right here. This is straight up no chaser. Everybody get ready to take your shots. Now check it. This how it went. Henry Kissinger came up with the thought in his head at the time frame because see the Southern Leadership Conference, which was church based, it was our political power base also at the time frame during the 50s and 60s. Let's understand that. The only way that you're going to break that is like we have to infiltrate that people. And what did Henry Kissinger do? We had to get homosexuality into the church. That's why your choir director is no longer masculine. He is now switching and squaring. That's why they're working in the choir roles now. That's why now it's also done got to the pulpit where now it's preaching to you, saying that you're supposed to love everybody. If you continue to read your Torah, he also says, no, there are some that I hate, there are some that I do love. Now just picture that. But anyway, you get in there on your own time. Back to the Henry Kissinger. He introduced the homosexuality to the church because it was the backbone of the black family and black community. Once that happened, we got what we got right now. Real talk.
Yeah. You want to reach on the Dr. Judah?
Yeah, I was actually trying to pull up that message, but I'm gonna talk to this picture right here because this picture do two things. It's first to evoke controversy. Second is to put out the message that it's okay. And the third thing is the reason why you're not gonna have women responding to it is because, again, remember some of the streams we had before. Women are more attached to this side because they see a child. Very few because that could be their child. So the woman is not going to be the one who speak out really against it. Black women have never been the one to speak out against homosexuality in the black community. But first of all, it has not been highlighted like that in the black community. We know we got members of homosexuality in the black community, but they wasn't going around highlighting it. It wasn't no fan day.
No, exactly. They kept it. They were, that's the thing about it. They were men, but at the same time they knew their place. It's just like when they walk up to you, they were like, "What's going on, Mike? What's up, Chaos? What's going on, brother Prince?" You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, whatever they did behind closed doors, that was their business.
That was their business.
Now it's all severely flamboyant. It's this out there like here I am, I was free. You know what I'm saying? Take it or let it alone.
Right, and I don't like what Charlamagne did to Boosie the other day on
bro, you probably didn't watch the last week podcast, but we talked, me and brother Dark Prince, we reached out on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You know what? Because since you was out, go ahead.
How was that the same, Boosie, when you were doing something negative, right? And this is a statement. This is a particular part that I didn't like. How you doing when you knew what you were doing negative? But like Boosie said, at the time, I didn't know what that I was doing.
Yeah, like a lot of
in my life.
Like a lot of them.
But we already knew that existed in the rap community. So they've been doing that ever since back in the 90s when you know what I'm saying, the introduction of gangster rap, late 80s coming into the 90s. So we always knew that there was, you know what I'm saying, disparages against that. C. Dolores Tucker, different people in the black community that talked about the gang violence, right? But this is a whole thing. This right here is a whole different animal right here. And what I mean by that is that this is influencing a generation of kids to say it's okay to be like that. It's population decrease. It splits up the black family. It's just this right here is way bigger than gangster rap. The destruction that gangster rap has on the black community. This shit here is complete decimation. This a body blow. This right here kill everything.
You know what? This a damn movement they got going, bro.
Oh yeah.
This and what's scary about that is, you know what I'm saying, while it's standing and stacking crates and jumping off stuff, this is what they think about on the half side of things. And I'm like, you know what? If this is the mentality of the generation coming after, bro, it's over.
Well, that's the whole case intended anyway. Is because when I was listening to Charlamagne, like I said before, Charlamagne had got trumped up on some charges for messing around with a 14-year-old girl in South Carolina back here a couple of years ago. And one particular time, Charlamagne was trying to basically talk black, but you can't talk black being in a so-called Jewish platform called the Breakfast Club, because the Breakfast Club is urban, true enough, but it's up under their tutelage of, you can say certain things don't go overboard.
Right.
You see, they was already kind of edgy by even having the minister on, excuse me, having the minister on there back here a while back.
Right.
And he had, you know, a whole lot of people from the Nation of Islam on that platform. But the thing about it is, the way society is set up today, we're literally at war. They're at war with the black man. One thing about Public Enemy back in the 80s, when they first came out as a rap group, you know what I'm saying? The goddamn logo by itself basically said it all. I didn't know even get an understanding what that damn logo meant until I got to be a grown man. That's some real shit. That was a fucking black man in crosshairs.
Yeah. Public Enemy number
Basically
one.
saying, but basically saying in the definition of Public Enemy, we are the devil, we are the terrorists, we are the worst motherfuckers on the planet. We are being targeted in all directions, east, west, north, and south, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. We are being targeted as black men, strong-minded black men at that. They don't like that. They don't like us. They hate us worth a damn. I said this shit last week. They can't stand us.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, they know that their time is up because they're not going to tell you that it's hard as hell for them to have a baby, a healthy baby in the hospital. Every time they women get pregnant, they have all these health problems and shit. Trying to bring in life. That ain't nothing that I've done. That ain't nothing Brother Judah done. That ain't nothing Brother Prince done. That's a fucking way of how karma is worked in this country, in this world. Because you can't fuck over people and expect to live on this planet feeling comfortable just because you got money and got wealth and all the shit that you got by stealing from other motherfuckers. It doesn't work that way. Because one thing about nature shakes bad influence motherfuckers off this planet like fleas on a damn dog. Because anytime you put any kind of bad influence or anything that God himself put on this planet, you got to be taken up out of here. Plain and simple as that. That's the way that's how it is. And they know it. But we don't fucking know it. Because we sitting up here thinking that this shit that Lil Nas X is doing, that's his business. We shouldn't be judging and all this old shit. But at the same time, you gotta remember, there are still motherfucking men like me and all of us on this goddamn podcast that don't go along with that goofy ass shit. Lil Boosie is way, way younger than us. And he gets the goddamn situation because he grew up around men that like, man, that's some gay ass shit. That's some fucked up ass shit that dude right there doing. Lil Boosie, he trying to be nice with it, but at the same time, he get an understanding that these motherfuckers are basically trying to push this shit amongst our kids. And he got kids himself. He said, I don't want my kids seeing that bullshit. And Charlamagne trying to go around this man's head and talk all that old sucker shit, talking about some, man, you know, gangster rap did this and did more damage, you know, trying to talk all that good shit. But the reason why he doing that is because he trying to save his job and his career. So I understand why niggas would do anything for a Klondike bar these days in this day and time. That's just the way it is. Motherfuckers will do anything.
It's all out of something.
Yeah. Because for you
It's
not
all out of
to see
something.
for you not to see that that's a goddamn problem. That means that you fucked up literally, mentally, physically, everything. Ain't no motherfucking way I can ride in a goddamn car with a man and say, man, that's his business if that's what he do. Cause I already know you a bitch made ass nigga. You ain't shit. Your motherfucking ass probably go call the cops on my ass if I fuck around and say, let's do something illegal. I don't want your motherfucking Steven from Django ass around me. Cause I already know that you worse than the motherfucking gangbangers. I already know you gonna go and tell the cops every damn thing. Like that goddamn picture I seen with that nigga that was in that goddamn on that damn TV show, and they bought that motherfucker burger and fries and shit, cause he was waiting to tell on every motherfucking body. Cause niggas do that shit. That's the whole idea. But bro, if you didn't know, bro, Judah, that's the reason why I'm telling you. That's the reason why I got this subject matter tonight as why are women jealous of their child or children? And this is one of the prime examples of why women can be jealous of their kids and do some damaging things that can cause situations like this little nigga on this picture can put himself out there in society to see him do. And motherfuckers say, oh, he doing this, he getting paid for this shit. That's not really him. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Because there's a will and a way of how to do things.
Nah,
And that right there ain't the answer to it. Because goddamn it, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck. Motherfucker come at me with $100 million and say, here's $100 million. This on my fucking life. And then on my fucking family that I love and care about. A motherfucker could approach me right now. $100 million. I ain't never seen I ain't never seen $20,000 in my face. I make 6 figures right now. But at the same time, if a motherfucker come at me with $100 million and say, do that same shit this goof ass nigga did, I would not do it. Motherfucker will say, that's bullshit. Yes, you will. No, the fuck I won't. You know why I won't?
Some
Because
people got values and morals, motherfucker.
There it is, bro. There it is.
Some people got values and morals, motherfucker. Everybody can't be bought.
Yeah, and people don't realize the value in the United States money ain't worth a motherfucker anyway. It's only worth something here. It ain't worth shit nowhere else. Go to motherfucking other countries and say I got $100. Them motherfuckers start laughing at your ass. It might tell you to take. They might take that $100 and pull their pan down and wipe their ass with shit on it and give it back to you. That's what this $100 worth to me. Why you think Muammar Gaddafi was killed? Muammar Gaddafi was finna change the game with the gold dinar. And if he would have did that, you would have really seen America look. You would have really seen how America really felt. Really been like this country been on Skid Row. All people would have been on Skid Row was black and brown people, but the Caucasian people back to the caves, motherfucker. I'm just telling you like it is.
Bro, that's what it's a fight for, man. It's a fight. It's a genetic annihilation, brother. But you made a point about their public enemy, right? Their logo. But guess who you don't see nobody's behind the scope. So that means the black man is fair game to every and anybody who want to take shots at him.
Yeah.
Even his own. Exactly. And ain't nobody, he's fair game. You know what I'm saying? For everybody. Whoever want to hold a gun and put him in their crosshairs, he gonna always have a proponent to back him up and say, yeah, man. You know, yeah. You know
what?
This is just
I'm glad y'all brought up that
this
point.
This is just the emasculation and annihilation of the black man. That's all it is.
I'm glad you brought up that point.
Women ain't gonna get on board because shit, they can always go get a daddy.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Go ahead, bro, Steve.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all brought up that point because we talking about, you know what I'm saying, how
I need to hear what bro Steve gonna say.
A brother, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I'm saying, and not having a father there, you know what I'm saying, youth can go wayward, you know what I'm saying? And it's the new thing that they're pushing right now. And my whole thing is, you know, that they don't look at it as, you know what I'm saying, destruction. And on top of that right now, the youngsters right now, the new thing for them is they don't want the money and clout. They talking about they after bodies now. That's the new thing. And the crazy thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, they all over this. And since this drill music situation came in, you know what I'm saying, the back end is since last year, it's like it's turning up, man. Because that's actually what they after. And the crazy, scary thing to me is that some of the OGs that's running around, they looking trying to get them just so they can have a name. So this is what happens when the house has been dysfunctional because you don't have the man and the woman there to help balance you out for life.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying, that picture right there, I don't see no father there and no mother there, but I see society.
Oh yeah, he got all kind of shit in his way. Everything.
But look how many hands. Look at the different color tones of the hand, and which one you see holding the gun. But everything else, look at all the other shit. Those are all people of this same complexion. But you see, you got the gun on him.
Yep, it's Charlie.
All this other shit is a mind thing right here. But this right here, knock your fucking top right on off.
Exactly.
See, they doing all this, but he got he look who holding the main thing.
Yep, Mr. Charlie. And the hurt and the thing about it, you know, when I like for example, I was telling Brother Prince yesterday, last week on the last podcast, I was telling him about this Caucasian man. See, I'm not gonna say we don't say the V word, Brother Judah, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We say the hokey pokey now.
Right.
So the hokey pokey, it was a Caucasian man was trying to school me on Mississippi being sick. Said that because I was telling much love to Kim Bunny. Kim Bunny, the dude came on Kim Bunny's page and told Kim Bunny that she need to get vaccinated. I mean, oh God, I didn't mean to say that. Ugh, my bad. She need to get the hokey pokey.
Right.
And the dude was like, and so I went on there and I commented and I told her what my take was about it. Because she basically made a point like, I'm not finna do this shit.
Yeah.
So, dude was talking about Mississippi being the sickest state in the country and they need to get it. So I told him, I said, hell, what you talking about, Mississippi? I said, Mississippi been sick since slavery, basically. I said, what the fuck you been?
Right. Well, both you just came in on, man.
Yeah, but I'm just showing you that, a lot of times we can be fooled by these people. They tell you how you supposed to live your life, how things supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they ain't got their shit together.
Right.
Cause what the hell I look like listening? Like I said last week, I said, what the hell I look like listening to y'all? Y'all can't keep y'all fucking house in order. Cause y'all kids be cussing y'all out, telling y'all what the hell they ain't gonna do. But I'm gonna sit up there and listen to y'all about telling me about getting the hokey pokey. Go to hell. Cause I already know that your whole concepts of me being healthy and safe is not even in your forte. Cause I know there's a billion motherfuckers that look just like you that want to see me fry and get up out of here.
Yeah. But the percentage of the people that's actually taking the vaccine is actually the ones who get sicker again. I mean, excuse me. Well, the VV. So those people,
hokey pokey.
yeah, the hokey pokey or the jab.
Yeah.
But the thing for me, it kind of hits home too because I'm looking at all this data and the statistics that's coming out on this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got family members that stepped in that arena and, for whatever reason and did it. But I'm like, damn, do I need to be getting prepared because of, impending doom and shit or illness? So, I'm kind of split with it, but like a few people at the job and got sick, but I'm perfectly fine. But of course, I do this shit to try to keep my immune system healthy too. Like I don't cut out a lot of bullshit that they say can be pre-existing conditions. So, like I like what the brother Rizza Islam said though. He dropped a whole lot of science on that. It's like really what a lot of people need to be doing is just strengthening their immune system. First of all, drinking plenty of water, consuming your fruits and vegetables, and limiting the intake of meat. A lot of that shit can be fended off by just having a healthy immune system. Because it ain't no telling, you could be came in contact with the whole thing, and then your body, you don't even know it. Your immune system just fighting it off.
Right.
So they call it asymptomatic or whatever. But now we in the threshold, or we in the full throw of this thing. But strengthening your immune system is like one of them. And he dropped the sign like this brother is on like the blacklist. They got like 12 people on there that they blackballed. They don't want nobody to hear from them. None of that, because they really giving the whole spiel on what we could do as a community instead of going in there, sitting in that chair, getting a jab, and thinking that that's going to prevent you from, coming down with such and such. But man, the whole agenda, like I be on Clubhouse, right? So, man, I've been kicking it over there with a bunch of different people from different walks. I mean, you name it, man. And I just been getting full on a bunch of different new knowledge about shit. So, you know, we can only tell people so much. They hear the horn, hear the trumpet blowing. If they don't want to if they don't want to yield to the warning, then their blood is on their hands too.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
A lot of this shit ain't no excuse for because they see the flag waving, the danger zone, the danger sign, the caution flag. They're just gonna keep running right on into a burning building. Man, what you gonna do? We trying to put the building fire out, but we tell them like, hold on, let us put the fire out. No, fuck it, I want to go in there and make sure it's burning. Okay.
Well, that's the whole aspect of things, because a lot of times we find ourselves not really trying to be accountable pretty much for anything in society. You can see that because we literally go into the same people that we know can't stand our ass, that don't like us worth a damn, like I keep on saying, for medical advice. And these people do not have the same setup that we have, inside and out. You think, look at my skin, I'm dark as shit. Do I look like I need to ask a Caucasian man about what kind of lotion he wear in the sun? What? I mean, I ain't got no damn copper tone.
Right. You know what? Hey, I remember talking to a white co-worker, you know what I'm saying, years ago back when I was in Chicago. And the thing about it was, this is how, you know what I'm saying, blind that the world has people, including their own, when it comes to whitewash. So we was talking about Africa, you know what I'm saying? And so she started mentioning Egypt. She's like, yeah, I want to go check out the pyramids. And her name was Sally. She said, I want to go check out the pyramids and things like that. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them Africans over that way, you know what I'm saying? They had some wonders going back in the day, ancient time. She's like, what you mean they were black? And I just looked at her, like, where you think Egypt is? And she had this look like, you know what I'm saying? It's a distant, far off place, like Wakanda somewhere. It ain't nowhere near where she thought it was, right in smack dab in the heart of a damn desert. And so the thing about it was, I like, and another thing, it can't be y'all culture because I'm still waiting on them to dig up $2,000, 2,000-year-old sunblock that's been digged, you know what I'm saying, buried with the mother. They let me know that you could have stayed out there. I still ain't seen around there yet.
Right.
Only people that could have been out there was melanated people, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's it.
True.
And the wonders was so beyond their, you know what I'm saying, their imagination that modern technology and crane systems right now would take them still millennia to build exactly what they had from ancient times.
Right.
Well, I gotta go on my coon voice. Oh, here we go again. There you go, trying to tell the white man where he come from. You know damn well we didn't come from no Africa. You know you came from Mississippi just like I came from California. And
it's all good.
that's just the way it is.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you said that, sir, because you know what? I did come from Mississippi, but you know what I'm saying? The slave ships from the historical standpoint saying came from the kingdom of Judah. So I know I'm from a royalty line standpoint on that. Now back to you. Your sauces. Hold on. I let you have it go. I let you have it. Let me just finish my second part of this. Because for you and your ancestors, you believe in Darwin, right? So Darwin said y'all came from monkeys. And y'all used to eat everything medium rare, just like I used to eat it raw back in the day. Y'all still ain't evolved. So my thing is, I'd rather come from Mississippi, which is, you know what I'm saying, via the slave ships that came from Judah, than being from a cave plantation, whereas I ate everything raw, didn't know anything about hygiene, and I lived like an animal for millennia until the Moors, aka black people is what they call them from their language, taught me hygiene and civilization. So actually, Mr. Sir, you need to be giving me a thank you for helping you get to this level of understanding of civilization, because without it, you would never been able to run America in the world without us doing it first, running the world.
Oh, come on now, boy. Come on. You got to be kidding me. You think I believe that bullshit you saying? You got to understand. You niggers you coloreds, y'all sit around there all day long talking about. I heard Farrakhan say some shit about that y'all all the kings and queens. How the hell you kings and queens when you're killing each other in your neighborhoods? You don't want to even listen to what nobody got to tell you because you're afraid that you're going to become something that you know damn well you ain't. You ain't never been nothing. You ain't going to never be something. The only thing you going to do is get up there and wave your goddamn fist up in the air talking about Black Lives Matter. Black lives ain't gonna never matter. You know why? Because you niggers colored folks keep killing each other. You talk bad about your women. You basically got all that old hippity hop music that don't talk about nothing. You're just all messed up in the head, and I wonder why. And you wonder why your ancestors were slaves because y'all ain't got a sense to pull piss out of boot. So all I can tell you, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. We gave you Christ, and you still ain't happy. We gave you your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and you're still trying to look for this other God that you say that's your God. That ain't your God. Your God is Jesus Christ because we gave him to you. Y'all guys were unmerciful people. Y'all don't believe. Y'all believed in wooden sticks and idols and shit like that. See this beautiful guy right here? This is what God was all about. This is the Lord and Savior that I know about. He's the one that gets me up every morning. And you sit up there and gonna talk bad about this man. You already know you on your way to hell. Because this man right here is the only Lord and Savior that I know. He's the reason why we call the South, the beautiful, muddy, beautiful, brilliant South, the Bible Belt.
You know, I gotta say about them people, about that right there. What I can say though, in all seriousness, is that a lot of them know more about the history of us than we know about the history of them. So they are able to regurgitate, give it back to us what we should already be knowing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, all this stuff is hidden, right? All that stuff was taken away. So I know at the top of the cast, I heard Brother Dark Prince say something. No, I think it was you, KL, say something about the lack of the knowledge of self.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that, like, I've discovered, and you could go look this up, it's historical data, is that the amount of people that they claim that were slaves were not actually what you call slaves with whips and chains.
Mm-hmm.
The form of slavery that they actually were in is called indentured servitude.
Okay.
Meaning that they agreed to work for these people for a set amount of time for a certain amount of money or land, whatever their negotiation was. But he go to twist on it. When it was time to pay up, they didn't pay. Now, if you think about today, we enter into servitude every day every time we go to a job, fill out an application, and we say, we're going to work for you for a certain amount of money, for a certain amount of time, per day or per week. Well, the only difference then today and now is that we have the choice. We can walk away. It ain't no more, you signed a contract. See, they were contractually agreed to do that. And if you did it, then they start fighting about their shit. This is how you get your enslaved, because once they didn't pay up and the wars broke out, they took them captive and made them become enslaved. They started out on a business agreement, right? So with that, and just like the brother said, they took the princes of Africa. But here's the thing, though, a lot of people don't know, and this may be far out to some people, but again, this is research. You can go look at the shit up. The people that they took from West Africa were people that were in America
because of when you look at the currents of how the Atlantic Ocean works, it goes in a circular pattern like this. On your screen, I'm going counterclockwise. This is how the currents in the Atlantic Ocean work. They don't go straight across in a linear fashion. They go. You have to sail down the coast of Africa, come up, and the current's going to bring you to South America, up to America, first then the Caribbean, then to America. Or you can start at the top in Massachusetts, and you're going to hit Europe and come down to the top of what they call North Africa today. And then you come down. You have to hug the coast. You see no ships out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean floating. You won't even see it today with the size of the ships we have today, and it's all steel. You have to travel the coast of Africa and then come up and let the currents naturally bring you in, which is why Columbus got lost on his journey. He happened to find that because the currents took their dumb ass. Remember, they had oars. These were sailing ships. These were sailing vessels. They didn't have steam power like we got today. I mean, engine power and turbine power, or even the steamships of the late 1800s. So a lot of our people, and they found stones in Ohio with block Hebrew on them that they found have been here for thousands of years. And they say, how can these people get it? Yeah, it's called, they got this is Bacillus stone. Then you got the black stone. When they found these, when they found them in Ohio, they didn't understand, they didn't know what it was, but the Smithsonian took them and put them in the basement. And one archaeologist was down there and he went looking at it. And he was also a scholar, right? So when he turned, he said, oh, it's upside down. He found out that it was Phoenician, which is Hebrew, the old form, which is form of Hebrew. So these people, we have always been in this landmass. Black people have been over the whole planet Earth since antiquity. Every landmass they've always been on. The European is a whole new invention who only came about 6,000, 7,000 years ago. So the Asiatic black man, the Chinese, everybody that you think of, there's only three types: Asian, Europe, and what we call African. And all of them were always black.
Oh yeah, very, most definitely.
You see what I'm saying? So our people have already been here, and this is the land of, this is our land. This is the land of what they call Jerusalem. All that shit is right over here.
No.
Wakanda is in Illinois. You got two Wakandas in America. You got Egypt. You got the city of Memphis right there. When you look at North Africa and you look at these maps and shit, you can see the Mississippi River. Without the Mississippi River, this country is that's it. Just like the Nile is what they say to Egypt, it's just a story that's been transferred from here to over there. The oldest pyramids are in Peru, older than the pyramids in Egypt. You see what I'm saying? So we have such a rich history, and then don't even get into the Mississippian culture. These are black people that look like you, me, and him. That was thriving long before the European came on this planet. I mean, came on this side of the Atlantic. When he got here, he seen niggas with afros, dark skin, with head wrapped up, doing their thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So our history is deep, man. We just got
it's been documented, but the reality of the whole situation is when we done got so comfortable and so freely comfortable to where that shit right there that Brother Judah just said, it don't even fucking matter. They don't even care about this shit. They would rather.
And that's the sad part about it.
Yeah,
they don't even know how to break free.
Yeah, they're rather for Mr. Charlie to tell them where they come from than from their own kind to tell them. Because systematically, Stockholm Syndrome is a motherfucker for real. I'm telling you. I mean, like I say, I done this podcast since we started this podcast last year. Around this time, around August of last year, and I started off a damn cell phone. Now I done moved up somewhat in the big leagues, you know, with this whole platform now. You know what I'm saying? We was on Zoom, like I told you, way back in, I think it was April or something like this, or this year, that I said I was going to move off of Zoom to this to another platform. And here we are.
Right.
You know, like I say, you know, I was telling Brother Steve before you got on here, Judah, I got blocked. We're streaming off of another page, one other page of mine on
Right.
Facebook. I got blocked. I'm blocked until tomorrow. And the
On
reason why
Facebook.
I'm blocked, the reason why I'm blocked is because a guy, well, my cousin, shout out to Derek Tyler, he shared a video where this teacher basically was going in on this young man, a young black teacher. I guess the young man got up in his face and got muffed up or whatever the case may be. And he basically put the little boy back in his place, beat the hell out of him, whooped his ass.
Right.
And so I got on there and I was reading the deep comments, and you had Caucasian people who were just talking like nothing but a bunch of animals, calling them animals, and black people just making themselves look real bad in front of the whole. Don't they realize the whole world is watching? So you know me, I have ants in my pants. When I have ants when you got ants in your pants, you move around. So I had no other choice but to move around and say what the fuck was on my mind. So I basically said what I felt.
Right.
And I look up the next morning, I get up, I'm blocked.
Hey, man.
And here's the results right there. I'm blocked on my original page. But I'm gonna show you how because the other side to this, to the title of this show, we're gonna get off the women why they're jealous, because we already covered that part. The other part was, so you can't say this, you can say this, but you can't post that or say that. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you can post little shit about Lil Nas X acting like he's pregnant, but you can't talk about him. This is the society that is basically showing its ugly face. But these are the same people that will say, I'm not racist, I'm not a bigot, I'm not against black people. Well, what the hell you call that?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for me to sit up there and voice my opinion, I have to be put on mute for speaking my mind. But motherfuckers can get on Facebook all day long and just draw attention with sucker shit all fucking day. And don't get ridiculed worth a damn whatsoever. But me talking like a motherfucking man, huh?
So what y'all think gonna help to fix that?
Only thing that will help to fix that is everybody get on one accord and get the fuck off of social media and create their own. But they're not gonna let you create your own, because you remember the last time we tried to create something, they always come in there and find some buck dancing Negro come in there to destroy it. And the reason why is because they know what they do to you. They know that they make a hustle off of you. And when you cut their hustle off, they make no money. That means they come up poor. And then when they come up poor, they're going to have to take you out anyway, because they can afford to have no money and be broke. See, we can live off ham and cheese sandwich the whole week. They would die if they had to eat one ham cheese.
I think it's a couple things. It's a couple avenues we could do, man. Especially see this pandemic, from what I'm looking at, and from listening to the soundboard and the opinions and the other people. Like I said, I done just kind of like cast a little wider net, man. I just started networking and talk to different people, across the country and shit, man. That's what the good thing about the Clubhouse app, because you got people, like I said, from all walks of life, different industries and different sectors of the community, but we all still face with some of the same problems. So it doesn't matter even about your economic status. I'm talking about everybody on that motherfucker, from be some of these rooms I be in, everybody on motherfuckers, from doctors to entertainers, people in entertainment, music, medicine, technology, economics. So it's a wide array. It's just like we doing here. It's a panel for, and you can create your own room, and people, and y'all just have a discussion. But I think first of all, man, we have to get up off this whole shit of being scared of trying to say something. You ain't got shit to lose right now. They making you take a vaccine. You don't want to go back to work because your ass tired of somebody lording over you, and you can get a little something now in and spend more time with your family, which is that shit was supposed to be more precious anyway. See, you're getting forced off the plantation, but now that you're off the plantation, you just want to sit back in a rocking chair and wait for the plantation to kick back in full gear. When now is the time to have your voice. Because motherfuckers need you now more than ever. Corporations are falling. Because people ain't got to go back. So you can't, hey man, I ain't going back. So it's a perfect time. But if you don't have that spirit of courage in you to step out, this is just, if you're not exercising your power, which is your voice, and then behind that, you make moves upon that, you gathering together. Hey man, this shit, hey man, I'm just at the point like this. It can be family or not. I'm just at the point like this. This shit is moving on at a rapid pace. I don't know who they waiting on to come save us, but I'm trying to tell you that people are mobilizing. And if your ass gonna get left behind, Mr. Charlie ain't gonna save you. Your white zaddy ain't gonna save you. Your ass going up for the slaughter. I'm just being honest, and I can have to say it blunt like that because our people like to be pacified sometimes and tell them everything gonna be all right. And here go a bottle, or here go a cup of Kool-Aid, and I go sit down and drink. No, your time is up. You can't call yourself a child of God or a son of God and all this whatever you believe in. No attack on anybody's religion, but that God of the book that I know ain't no scary ass God.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? He's a God of power and of love and of a sound mind, not of fear. You see what I'm saying? So if you believe in that and all that, and you really think that is like that, then get off your ass and move. People are getting it's time to do something, man. Just sitting back and letting this shit unfold. The real warriors gonna step up. The real soldiers in this shit gonna step up. But guess who they're gonna be looking for to come save them in the end? The same people that they saying, oh no, that shit ain't true what y'all saying. Y'all just talking. Well, we gonna see when it's time to mobilize. We're gonna see. Right. You see, okay, we gonna see. When motherfuckers come wrong kicking your door, we gonna see. Or they tell you gotta do this. You gonna look over there at your old man, he sit on, well, baby, what we gonna do? She'll be like, nigga, do something. They come tell us, we want her, her, and the children.
What I was saying.
You got to go here. She ain't finna save your monkey ass.
Yep, exactly.
So they gonna split you up anyways. You think you finna go ride with your family? They gonna take all y'all to account? No, nigga. The women and children go to one spot and the men go to another. That's how it is in war. It's a separation. So you think you finna be riding out with your family? You gonna either die with them, or trying to protect them, or you gonna get in line and you gonna get on the front line and you gonna do what you got to do. That's just real talk.
Yeah, it's going. I strongly believe, as bad as I don't want to believe it, but I think, brother Judah, I think is going to head into that direction. Man, look what they doing now. They didn't took us to the lowest of the low right now.
It's already there. They just can't see it because they looking at social media and entertainment. They don't see this shit going on in the background. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'll tell you, like, I'm out here and I know I see it. I'm in real time dealing with these people. So I know what's going on in the background. And these people from different sectors, like with inside, shit from the inside that most people won't even know. But like I said, it's a platform. So when you plugged in, you ain't in the matrix, like we ain't plugged into the matrix. You see the shit going on in the background, but you see it right before your eyes. The distractions is why people can't see it. They looking at the TV, they got the phone, they got social media. Hell, people ain't even in the sports like they was no more. Even that distraction wearing off. But that damn social media, that's the new hair on.
Because literally, I don't even watch football. I couldn't even tell you how many years it's been since. I think the last time I watched football was probably 2009. That's when the New Orleans Saints won the Super Bowl. Other than that, I didn't really I don't watch that shit, man. I don't watch it because I already know quiet is kept, how they make their little funky ass calls and how they basically want things to be. You know what I'm saying? Because all
Yeah,
that shit ain't what it is, bro. It's a gimmick game that they play.
yeah, man. Our people, well, we need that, but I know we got a lot of soldiers that's out here. But that's the only thing that keeps me encouraged, because that's why I had to watch my interaction on Facebook, because and I'm not talking about nobody, but it's such a laid back and weak crowd. It's not. I can't even divulge in that world no more like that, because it does something to my energy. You know what I'm saying? It just does something to the warrior in me. And that shit'll rock you to sleep, because you're like, oh man, it's such a lovey-dovey world, and and it ain't like that. People, I'm sad to say that the reality that they thinking it is, this romanticized version of what really it is. This ain't what really it is. This ain't the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all can believe that shit if y'all want to. You can believe, looking at all these entertainers, and they making it seem like life is all Gucci like that, while these people pulling these tricks and scams and study stealing from our people, study indoctrinating our children with a message, sending them into their school systems, study turning our women against us, emasculating the men. This shit is not no game, but it's all good, because long as it's not at somebody else's, long as it's not at their front door, they don't give a damn, brother.
Oh
But
yeah.
till the rooster come home, and the rooster crowing, and the rooster and the chickens come home to roost in their place, then it's a problem. Now they want some help. Oh, we got to do something. Oh, but when it was over there 2 doors down, oh, I hope they be all right.
Well, that's the whole concept of the accountability persona, because like I said earlier, we don't want to be held accountable for shit unless somebody else hold us hold an accountable stick for us. We don't want to do that. I mean, just a couple of days ago, we sit up here watching people from all over the board trying to step up some goddamn crates, milk crates, and it's like, I want to do this because that'll give me some views and likes on social media. And you getting views and likes on social media just for climbing up some goddamn crates. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do nothing else. You ain't trying to help your fellow brother, sister, or somebody create jobs in the neighborhood. You want to do some sucker shit that's gonna basically damn near hurt you or end your life. Cause I heard, somebody had died on that crate challenge in Dallas. A woman cracked her goddamn cranium climbing the crates. And Brother Judah, we had that conversation back here. We got to last about that, and you was talking. You was basically breaking it down, the genealogy of those crates. But I also had told you, I was like, I knew exactly about that, and I said, but at the same time, it also shows you that when you're going up to certain height, you're trying to get up there to us. You try to get up to a higher level that you possibly can. But at the same time, it was a young man that was watching a brother climb up them damn crates, and he went over there and drop kicked that goddamn crate and made that dude fall on his ass and hurt himself.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, that's basically it's like basically a prime example showing you that crab, how you say that crabs in the barrel mythology. When you see your people trying to reach up to a certain height, you automatically want to pull them back down, because hey, I ain't going up that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you ain't going up it either. And I've seen that for years, even being in Hollandale. But go ahead, bro.
Who put the crabs in the barrel in the first place?
That's a good question. That's a damn good question. But I think the even more important question is, once they in there, why they are so eager to get out?
I
It's
think
not
it's
a
real.
natural. It's not a natural environment for them.
Mm-mm.
So if you look at that analogy, the situation that we're in, we know that it's not natural, but we all just trying to get out the best way that's been given to us. Notice I said those are the options that's been given to. The only option given to the crab is the barrel. They ain't cut no holes in the bottom of that mouth in the side of it. No
Mhm.
other entry or exit points. One way in, one way out.
We out.
You see? So they give us a choice of what we can and can't do. And we just have accepted it as a people that this is how it is and this is the way out. We ain't using our logical thinking, our creative abilities no more like that. Only a few of us do that to the height to where we excel and get out of that barrel. So then we like, okay, we try to mimic what the other crab did. And you see what I'm saying? Like that them crabs, hell, if they got that much sense to even, but they just crabs, they crustaceans. They ain't got no brain like that. They just going off instinct. We human beings
Yep.
with a whole logic, with a whole brain. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
at least the crabs know what their whole concept of life is supposed to, what they supposed to do in this life that we live. We seen it, don't know what to do, and we supposed to be God's most precious being on the planet. Like I said before, we got to the point where we don't even know what the hell to do with ourselves no more. To where we sit up there, like I said, I posted up, I put it up on the screen right there. Accountability is like kryptonite in this society. Yeah, we don't want to be held accountable for shit. Because even to the fact where most black women don't even want you to tell them anything.
Oh
Because,
no.
you know, I mean, I've heard shout out to my comedian brother, Jeff Brown. He said the craziest shit ever. And I said before on the show a while back, he said, if you want, you know how to get a woman to jump out of a completely good airplane, tell her not to jump.
Oh yeah.
She
I
ain't
heard
finna
that.
listen.
I heard that before.
She ain't finna listen to your ass.
Nah. The moment you tell her she can't do something, she gonna
She
push it
gonna
in
do
and do it anyway. Yeah.
it and do it anyway.
Yeah. That's kind of like natural in them to kind of push the boundaries. But
Yeah, that's
then
just
that's again,
like
again too, you got to set boundaries.
oh yeah. But
Got to
see,
set
that's just
boundaries.
like it's just like if I tell the first lady, I'm like, you know, she would say my brakes ain't really. If her car brakes wasn't working good, I'll be like, you know, Lisa, don't drive that car. Wait till you get those brakes fixed. You know what I'm saying? Don't be going back and forth into the Delta and Jackson with those brakes fucked up. Because that car don't stop. You liable to hit somebody or hurt yourself or whatever the case may be. You and them kids and stuff.
Right.
You know, chances are she gonna listen to what I have to say because she know that I'm a man and pretty much care about her well-being. But you got women out here like, I ain't gonna be driving that fast, so I'ma slow down before I get to the stoplight. But see, you're not even listening to what the fuck I'm saying. It don't have to be you. It can be somebody else. Because I'm out here driving trucks. And one thing I can tell you, anything is subject to happen going in these cities, especially. Because everybody's in a fucking rush. Everybody's in a fucking rush. And a lot of times motherfuckers be in a rush not going anywhere.
Nowhere.
They in a rush
To the next stoplight.
Yeah.
To the next fucking
My
stoplight.
point exactly, bro. My point exactly. Even on the goddamn freeway, I gotta get to my auntie house. Auntie house 5 minutes the fuck away from your house. But you just want to get on the goddamn expressway because you want to fly up and down the highway and hope like hell the cops ain't out there. 9 times out of 10, the cops don't be out there. He on the goddamn back street fucking with some nigga for stand up on the corner or some shit. Instead of having his Mickey Mouse ass on the damn freeway watching these assholes going up and down the highway. That's how fucked up this society is.
But you know what I found out?
Yeah.
That's even an ingrained thing. Like that was it. But think about it. Now think about this analogy. Where do they first learn how to mess with little cars and shit? By playing with little toys.
Yeah.
Vroom, 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 crashing them into each other. Boom.
Yeah.
Skirt.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
from an early age have already see that fucking TV, man.
Oh,
When they came with motion
tube
pictures,
is a motherfucker. Yes,
man. When they came with motion pictures, that opened that right there. That was a whole nother level of disseminating misinformation and indoctrination. Because now the little boy he's just a child, but down in his subconscious, when he get in the motherfucking car, what do he want to do?
drive past. Yeah, especially when he's in the home with somebody that really don't give a fuck what he do when he get older. Because
right.
You know, remember they had a movie called, and he's one of my most favorite comedians of all time, Jim Carrey. Remember he had a movie called The Cable Guy? You ever seen that movie before, Cable Guy?
Yeah.
Now you see how we were laughing at that movie, but that movie had messages in it because Jim Carrey's character basically didn't even know who the fuck he was. He had to learn by watching television because his mama was out fucking off. The TV basically raised him. And raised him from a child all the way to an adult.
Hello. Who you think raising the children in the black family?
Jim Carrey, motherfuckers. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you one thing about that white boy. I'm gonna be nice to call him my brother because Jim Carrey wasn't no average Caucasian white man. He was around black people enough to know how situations work because little do people know. He wrote Tupac when Tupac was locked up in upstate New York.
Yeah.
Because he met Pac on the set of In Living Color, and he was very fascinated by Tupac's talks and stuff. And see, even to the fact where he was even fascinated the fact where his own goddamn Caucasian counterparts didn't even want to help him go into show business. He had to go into show business by some black brothers called the Wayans brothers. And he basically gave homage payback for his come up in the industry. But the thing about it was Jim Carrey made movies that had messages in it. A lot of people you basically was laughing and giggling to the point, but if you really look at the movies that he made, it had a lot of messages in it that was basically pertaining to what's going on in society today. And even to now, he don't even fuck with television. He don't even fuck with the industry no more. But at the same damn time that he was talking, somebody was interviewing him on one of these goddamn TV shows on television, and he basically kept it quiet. I mean, he not kept it quiet, but he basically was talking in codes. I knew what the fuck he was saying, but the people didn't. They don't think Jim Carrey had lost his mind. Talking about this dude going crazy because he grew his beard. He grew his beard out like an Israelite, and he started talking in different ways. Like I'm just saying certain things, and basically, he grew a long ass beard. I seen somebody was saying Jim Carrey, that Hollywood really didn't got him going crazy because he started doing crazy shit. But the man ain't doing crazy shit. He just basically threw the towel in and basically just being a free man.
Yeah.
And the industry, one thing about it, a lot of times you have to do things like that because you don't want to bring no smoke to these people because you don't know who the fuck is watching your ass. And he just did it the smart way. You see, one thing about it, I kind of worry a little bit about Lil Boosie because I know Lil Boosie ain't down with that shit, and I just hope like hell they don't try to catch him slipping.
Fellas, we got to pull out. I got to pick up this first one there on the job at 9.
Got to get my coffee.
Peace to Shalom, though.
All right, bro. Well, man, you be safe, man. Be easy, and we'll holler at you.
Shalom, brothers. Be safe too, man.
All right, peace out, bro.
Peace.
Yeah, much love to Dark Prince. He got to get on down, but yeah, man, shit. Now, what was that? I freed myself. Okay, is that a book?
No, that's a picture.
Oh, I thought that was the name of a book or something. I was gonna go put that shit up on Amazon. Oh, okay, yeah.
But
I
he
freed
threw it down
myself.
there on the ground on him.
Oh yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Beat the shit out of you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, beat the shit out of your ass.
But see, that's the thing about it is, man, a lot of times, you know, I thought about when I was watching the movie Django,
Yeah.
and Calvin Candy basically said he told he asked the question like, why don't these slaves kill us? He was like, goddamn, because he was like, you know, he was talking about Old Ben, his old slave named Old Ben.
Right.
And he said Old Ben, goddamn it, had been looking after his father for a long time, to where he used to shave his father and all of those shit. And he was like, he knew his father did him wrong and did shit to him. He said if that had been him, he'd have cut his fucking daddy's throat and wouldn't have felt nothing about it. But he was trying to figure out why the hell black people never try to come at them like that. But the reality of it is because when you put fear in certain people's heart, they gonna do whatever they can to survive, even if it's basically shucking and jiving and kissing up to the white man, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, and whatever the case it may motherfucking be. And that's and it's like that even in today's society, because Charlemagne, that stupid ass shit Charlemagne did to Lil Boosie, basically you know, he's not the only one that done it. It's a whole lot of them motherfuckers do that shit. And like I said, I can't. My point on that situation there, I can't give these motherfuckers that much energy and give them that much clout. Because when I see the motherfucker do shit like that, all I do is turn this shit off and go on by my goddamn business. Because
Get along gang though.
hell yeah, because coon gonna always be coon. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. That's the go along get along gang.
Yeah, because I mean, I already know Charlemagne is gonna play backfield because that's what he do.
Yeah.
That's he's on a platform.
Yeah,
he can't talk outside the box.
Right.
If he talk outside the box, he already know that somebody else gonna be right there waiting for his position, and he gonna be out on his ass. He don't want to be out on his ass.
Yeah, you see how Kwame Brown be going in on him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They Charlemagne. They Kwame Brown be tearing their ass up, man. Him, Stephen A.
Oh yeah, all them guys, man. See, but quiet is kept. A lot of them guys, they do that shit because they feel like they're not gonna be messed with later on down the line. Oh, you already fuck with. You fuck with just for even complying to that bullshit.
Yeah.
Cause they already know if you do this, ain't no telling what else you'll do. I remember the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said this shit way back a long time ago. And he said some shit like, the minister said, God damn it, don't think that you're safe just because they let you by, because you basically ain't doing what you was doing the first time. They already know what the fuck. They already know what your mindset is already up on anyway. Because if you did that the first time, it's still in you to do it again. So they gonna let your ass slide for a little while. But at the end of the day, guess what? They're gonna go after your ass again.
Yep.
That's the reason why Michael Jackson and a whole lot of these celebrities were killed. Because they had already knew. Chances are these motherfuckers already know the business. We gotta get them the fuck up out of here. Because if we don't, they gonna rise up and we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
That's the way of the world. But you know, like I say, that was just some, Lil Boosie. Shout out to Lil Boosie, man. You know, the brother basically gave some hell of a points, and I applaud him and the baby.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't even, I've been listening to Lil Boosie's music ever since 2001. Even before he even came out here, nobody really didn't even know who the fuck he was. But people in Jackson, on down to Texas and shit, Louisiana, people really didn't know. Up in Hollandale, they didn't know about no Lil Boosie. They didn't start knowing about Lil Boosie until about I want to say 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
But that young man, even back then, he was talking all that goofy ass shit he was talking. But like I say, when you grow, you start to realize your mistakes in life. Because that's what he said. He said a lot of this shit. I didn't know none of this shit.
No, he didn't.
And that's how, and it's understandable. Because they get you young in the industry. Because they already know you don't know what the fuck going on.
Don't know. Yeah. That's why they don't want your parents and shit around you.
Hell no.
Keep your ass on the road.
The first thing, bro, Judah, bro, I think the first thing they see, they go in the house and see is a man in the house. Is there any man? Is he got a father or anybody in there?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a man in there, let me talk to him and see what his thought process is. If he sound too goddamn aggressive, we can't use him. Hell no. If he was like a James Evans type, oh no, we can't fuck with him.
Because they already know where the pedigree he come from.
Hell yeah.
They know as he get older and grow, but he got his daddy tied to him. He gonna be it's certain shit he just know about this world already. That's why the man is so instrumental and key, because he looking at the world because he got to go out there and tackle it differently than what a woman does in society. We have the same obstacles, but the game is a little bit more rigged for us. That's what our people, our women need to understand. Yep. It is not the same for us. You see what I'm saying? It has never been, and it probably won't ever be. But I'm okay. But me personally, I'm okay with that. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers step on my toes, I'll just straighten their ass like I do at work too. I'll straighten, hey man. And I love when they try to pull that rank shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit their ass right back in their place. So they look at, I had one look at me like, I say, yeah, just like that. Not on no aggressive shit. I kill him from up here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Set your ass right back down. Let you know, yeah. And if you know, if I'm like that, it's others like me too, motherfucker.
Hold on a second, bro. Yeah, I had to flip my switch, man. My damn idle indicator came on. That motherfucker shut my engine off. But anyway, yeah, it be that way because I know I was in a truck stop somewhere. And one thing I can say, I'm not saying all black women. I love black women. Don't get me wrong. I came from one. But here's the deal. A lot of our black women get so comfortable to when they see us, they think we're a play toy. I'll explain what I'm talking about. I was in a truck stop. I think I was in Texas or Tennessee somewhere. I was just grabbing me something to eat.
Right.
And, I come in there. She's like, hey, may I help you? I'm like, yeah, I want to get some of that. Why you want that? You don't want that? Why you get this here? And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm feeding me. Yeah. She act like I'm going to buy her something to fucking eat. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute, goddamn, I'm trying to feed me. It ain't got shit to do with you. But that's how they do us. Because when that white boy came in, it was a white man came in there, and her whole demeanor was different. Like, yes, sir. Is there anything? And is there anything else you want? And he's like, that's it. Okay, she bring him up. Leave it go. Yeah.
Tell you what to do, but cater to him.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
And that goes the same goddamn way when they're at work, at their job, at a job. Oh, Mr. Charlie, you need me to do this, you need me to do that. But when you get home, you raise Cain with your own fucking kids and your boyfriend or husband.
Yeah.
See, when you're at work, oh, I'm sorry, you all ass kissing all day long. But when you get to that goddamn house, what the fuck y'all want me to do? I ain't got time to be cooking, motherfuckers. Sit your head down. You cuss them out. But when you get to Charlie, with the Charlie job, oh, you a whole different level. What you need me to do? You want me to wipe your ass? You need some toilet tissue? I'll wipe your ass with my hand. That's how bitches be. That's how they act.
That's a sad reality though. That is but if you think about it, with all the duties, right? Just say for instance, with all them duties, right? How's she gonna be under subjection for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours at somebody's job, let somebody lord over her, and then come home and fulfill all the things that the kids be asking for, the man be asking for. That's why traditionally women didn't really work like that. The man went out and did that. So she could have more emotional balance. After going through that shit for 8 hours, then come home and have to deal with the rigors of being a working mother. No, man, it's a lot. So I just learned that as a man that, hey, man, if you're going to be in them type of situations, you and that woman got to have a serious sit down. And if she's not already trying to go towards that way or being conditioned in that way, man, listen, that relationship, I'm going to be honest, that relationship more than likely at some point go in. It ain't going to have a lot to do with about nothing more than she is not able to uphold those responsibilities. I mean, those duties. That's a lot. You see what I'm saying? Even a man trying to go out and do it and being a single father, it's still a lot on both ends. But then what we require from them as men, because we going out working too, she ain't gonna have the energy. So that's why some men gonna go out and step out. He gonna have a woman out there that sexually, goddamn, you hear me? He can go get his rocks off. Who ain't tired? You know, a lot of these dudes, man, probably getting a little honey bun, a little honey love once a month, every 2 weeks. Yeah, and he better hurry up when he doing that.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then she don't even, and then not to tell, and 10 out of 10 chances, she don't even be all into it.
Nah.
Because sometimes she'll fuck around there and be breathing hard, and then she be like, "You through?"
Yeah. Yeah. So it ain't even.
You like, "Am I through?"
Right.
It's
a burden more than a pleasurable thing. It ain't no enjoyment. It's a burden. You know. So we it's a whole dynamic, man. But you gotta, man, you get with, man, these guys get with one, but they don't know either. And then they look at the emotional damage. Look at the emotional and psychological damage a lot of them have. Been in 4-5 failed relationships. The other guys.
It's funny that you said that being a 4 or 5 relationship, because, like I said, I got shout out to Kevin Samuel. I know that he's like the nigga that you love to hate. You know what I'm saying? As far as the black women, because most black women, they don't like him because he basically get straight to the point. And, you know, that brother basically is not trying to hurt black women. He's not trying to make black women look bad. Black women make themselves look bad by themselves. He don't. All he doing is just basically holding your face to the mirror, because you basically are going off of lies. You don't want to hear the truth. You want to hear something that makes you feel comfortable. You like when Dr. Umar Johnson said you are a queen and all of those shit.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, if you're a queen will be about her life. She'll basically know what her stance is as a woman. She don't try to overcome herself by emotions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And most black women, they would rather hear uncomfortable. They rather hear a comfortable lie than an uncomfortable truth.
Oh,
and that's the way things have been since they started letting black women basically think that they didn't need a man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got black women out here say all day long, "I don't need no man." I don't need no man. I love being by myself, because I heard women, you know, even some females I used to talk to, they say, I'm glad I'm single because that's less headache that I got to deal with. But at the same time, they're not gonna really tell you that they really hurting inside and out, because they trying to figure out, why the fuck am I single? Why the fuck am I alone? What the fuck is wrong with me? I know, because I done talked to God, I done prayed to God and asked the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, what is the problem with me? What am I doing wrong? And he told me I'm not doing nothing wrong. But in psychology, in your mind, you telling your own self that you ain't do nothing wrong, because you can't break that cycle to realize, what are you doing wrong? You don't want nobody to tell you what you're doing wrong. It's just like
Right.
most times you tell a woman. I mean, it's just like I had an ex-girlfriend back here. I told her, I said, I'm gonna show you how to get to my house. All you gotta do is just follow these little basic steps. Get down here by the double quick. When you get on there, get the double quick, make a left, stop at the stop sign, go across the hump, make a right, come down that street. I'll be standing out there waiting on you. She couldn't do that. She trying to GPS my motherfucking house.
When I told you how to get there.
And I just told her how to get there. But
and listen to shit you said.
Yeah, but she basically got that tunnel, what you call that, tunnel vision?
Yeah.
You basically looking straight ahead. You're not looking left or right. You don't see shit, but you just look straight ahead. All you see on these two sides here is darkness. That's basically your brain. Your brain is in darkness. So when you get riding around, you didn't realize you didn't got yourself lost on some sucker shit by not listening to what I just told you. The easiest goddamn way. Boom, 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 boom. You write that down. That's all you gotta do. No, I'm for the GPS. And a lot of times you don't know your GPS will lead your ass the long fucking way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then another problem we got, Chaos. Another problem too is that you got a lot of dudes out of here. A lot of dudes out here, man. They oh, this is how I go, right? They'll engage in conversation, right? She'll tell him what she's expecting, and he try to be that what he just heard her say. He'll tell her what he expecting. She try to mimic what he says. You see what I'm saying? But in all actuality, a lot of them, neither one of them really trying to uphold that end of the bargain. It's just to smooth this shit over instead of saying, hey man, I really just want to have sex with you. But before I give it to you, these are the terms and the conditions. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it.
So when a woman, and I tell my daughters, so when they give themselves up sexually, right? They give themselves up to a man. Now her whole emotional thing and got involved in it. Because it's like, man, I done gave away the prize, so to speak. Now you gotta try to juggle and finesse and finagle all this shit to try to keep him in line. And he in his mind, he's saying, shit, I got what I came for. You got crazy all you want to. So it's this back and forth thing of who gonna dominate the relationship when both of y'all came out the gate lying to each other anyway, or halfway telling the truth. So, you know what I'm saying? Instead of as a man coming straight up and telling the woman, hey, this is who I am, this is how I move, and let her go from that. You see what I'm saying?
Basically find out for yourself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, hey, listen, I just want to cook. Oh, who you think I am? I ain't like that right there. You got to be here. You got to do.
Man, them some of the worst motherfuckers on the planet right there. That motherfucker. I got morals about myself. I mean, like I said, I've been driving trucks almost 20, getting ready to go on 20 years, and I know what I've done in my trucks. And a lot of times, a female would ask me back in the days, well, where we gonna hook up at? And I'm like, yeah, you come to my goddamn truck. Oh, I don't do no shit like that. Hell no. I got morals about myself. I'm like, bitch, you just had my goddamn meat in your mouth a couple of days ago. But you gonna tell me that you can't get in my truck and do anything? What? Which one is worse? You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough you said put a condom on, but you had my naked dick in your mouth. What? Put a condom on for what, bitch? You done already sucked my damn bacteria off my dick.
Hey, this ain't funny. This is a grown folk conversation. This ain't for the children. This is rated R right here, y'all.
Well, I'm just saying, goddammit, you gonna tell me put a condom on, bitch? You done already sucked the bacteria off my dick. You ain't safe. You ain't safe.
But we knew this back in the days. Now we knew this back in the days. Some of the most promiscuous women are the so-called quote unquote good girls.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones that be walking around like a
The church one,
daylight.
the one that go to church,
Yeah.
the Christian women are the best ones. The Christian women, the women that say they give their life to God and that that God is Jesus they rock and Jesus is they man. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. But at the same time, they bumping and sweating. Them motherfuckers act like they on the goddamn treadmill getting dick. That's just how it is.
But
So I mean, that's the whole concept of this situation.
I like what First Lady said right there.
Yeah, right. Put it
out there.
Put it out there.
If they accept
it, get down and yeah, exactly. Shit.
But see, a lot of dudes want to hide behind that. I just had the conversation the other night with him. Don't come you telling me about what this. Oh, he want me to do it and that. But then you turn around and do it, and now I can't be your shoulder crown. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make your mistake and then come to. I'm not here to dry your tears. This ain't that new edition or After 7. I give you the sun, the rain.
Yeah. All that goddamn. You know I used to tell them, bro, Judah, cut the goddamn. I tell them, I said, you need to turn the Disney soundtrack off, Nick, because it's the real reality. Because you ain't no motherfucker happily ever after in this motherfucker. Because life continue to goes on. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, we not in that day and age no more. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
Our culture, relationship-wise, has been infiltrated. Social media is a big part of it. Nowadays, social media, that weapon, it's been infiltrated. So the pictures of what we had of our parents or grandparents' relationships, man, them days is long gone.
Oh yeah, they've been gone. They was gone. They was gone. Maybe damn near almost before Dr. King was assassinated. It was gone, but it was still it was still the father and mother situation still in the home because I come from that.
Right.
But now I mean, but we way past all that shit now. 2021.
From the 70s on up.
Yeah,
especially that's what I'm saying. That man, them days is long in terms of a man and woman being serious about in a relationship. It's just a bunch of people trying to figure it out, get with each other and figure it out, and it just keep on repeating the same fucking cycle.
Oh yeah, I say it is a generational curse. Yeah. The point in 10. It's a generational curse all day long.
Like the brother said, 70% of the divorces in the black community are filed by women.
Yeah.
And people think that it's just you gonna leave a relationship or be married and then you just gonna automatically somehow you gonna get married twice. That shit don't work like that. The people that you see doing that for that percentage is so low that somebody gonna wife you a second time. That shit is so low. So they realize, I can find somebody else, but you might, but he ain't gonna marry you.
I mean, Kevin Samuel. I wish I could have kept it, saved that video, but he did a video because it's a guy that goes on there and goes behind Kevin Samuels, and he basically slice up his videos in different sections of the different females that he have encounters with. And he had an encounter with this one woman. I think she was like, I want to say she was 40. No, I think she's 37 or some shit like that. She was close to 40. Right. She's got, did she say 3 kids or 2? I think
the one had 2 kids.
I think it was one. I think you probably on the same page. I think she had 2 kids.
That shit came across my thumbnail the other day.
And she basically, the bitch was trying to goddamn be like a born again Christian on that ass.
Right.
She basically was trying to refurnish her life. But Kevin Samuel was saying the shit in a nice way. But I knew what he was saying. He's like, bitch, your pussy done been damaged already. Ain't nobody finna goddamn refurnish your pussy because you done had 2 kids already. You done been married already. You done already been married. And she been married twice, I think she said.
Okay.
And he like, you try and you expect for a man to basically bow down and kowtow that ass, and you done already had 2. You took too long.
She still
yes.
thought she deserved a high value man.
Yes, and then not to
I think
mention,
that's what the news
he was
feed
saying
said.
that she was really. And then he asked her how tall she was and her weight, and that's how he get the ass every time about that weight and that height.
Right.
And he was like, "Bitch, you obese, and you ain't finna get nobody that's gonna really be with you like that, unless it's somebody really that thirsty that really just wants somebody, won't you?"
Yeah.
Because she was talking about something that her last baby, her last marriage or some dude was crazy because I guess her pussy made him go crazy. And that dude like, man, get the fuck out. And Kevin said like, man, get the fuck out of here. What made it, you know what I'm saying? But this is how most women mindsets are in society. They think that they pussy is basically the Lord and Savior of all black men in this country.
Well, because like again, like going back, like we're saying, it's because you have a lot of weak ass dudes who ain't grown up, and this is what they sell them. Mm-hmm. So they've just pushed that narrative. So they go. It's how the saying go. The game is to be sold.
Be sold, not to be told. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they just been getting sold that game about it, and that's why they keep ending up with a whole bunch of different relationships. Because once the thrill is gone, then it's just two people coexisting or cohabitating, you know, and it's just a struggle to finding somebody. And a lot of times it's a woman. She just be like, man, I'm done with this shit. This nigga ain't finna do right. So, you know, but you always, like I said, accountability. You made that choice to sleep with a nigga. You found out after you gave it to him that he wasn't shit, but you still wanted to try to turn him to sugar, and you kept trying to put these ingredients together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't get no cake out of a mud pie. You got exactly. What you got. You know what I'm saying? So you just hang on in there. You find another one. He say the same shit the other dude done said, and you say, I'm gonna give this one a chance. Maybe it's gonna be different, but you still the same woman. But you're expecting that man to be different when that's why the brother be saying women don't know men like they think that they do. They don't.
Nope.
You got to ask a man. You have to get that from a man's perspective. You can't ask your homegirl. Be listening to your homegirl try to tell you about some motherfucking man. Yeah, she don't.
And you know that's another thing that really mess up women from good men being in their life. They listen to what their friends have to say, and they know their friend ain't about shit. Their friend barely hanging like this empty ass can on a relationship of her own. Because I'm a living proof witness to some of the women that I've dated in my past that listen to what they so-called friends had to say, and will sit up there and will argue them down. Girl, he ain't hitting on shit. But you got a nigga that is 20 times worse than I will ever be.
Right.
But at the same time, that's how the jealous cycle works. When you know your shit fucked up, you try to basically cover your shit up with a cloth and throw the situation off on somebody else. Yeah. So that way they can be distracted from your bullshit, away from your bullshit. Yeah. Because like I said, I've dealt with females like that. I mean, even in Hollandale, and I'm gonna talk, as a matter of fact, we can talk a little bit about Hollandale. Hollandale, Mississippi is the worst when it comes down to relationship that I've ever been in. Because I've been in 2 good relationships that went shitty. And the reason why it went shitty because they were good.
Right.
And the reason why they were shitted on because here's the thing right here. Black people, we are the worst when it comes down to the unification of trying to work with each other to reach one and teach one, to come together and be on a real close relationship. Mm-hmm. Oh, we the worst. We the worst motherfuckers. And I've learned that being in Hollandale. A lot of them females down there can get with a guy and they can know the guy ain't worth a damn, but at the same time they still put up with him. And then they'll get traumatized and get with a real guy and they'll treat him like shit.
Yeah. But they want him to fix her that trauma from
Yeah.
Motherfucker ain't no psychologist and man ain't no mental health counselor.
Because I said myself, and I don't mean no disrespect to the motherfuckers out there down that way, but I'm just being real. I know I tried. I almost tried one time back here, and I ain't gonna call her name, but soon as she asked me, because I was talking to a female friend of mine on Facebook. She was asking me a question about somebody, and by her not knowing who we were talking about, she automatically thought me and the girl was trying to hook up. And basically, you can have her. I'm like, what the hell? Have who, motherfucker? I'm talking to this woman about something that she don't want nobody else to fucking know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, quiet as kept. If the shit was all that, motherfucker, she can go in my inbox and tell me what the fuck she want me to know. But she said it right there on fucking Facebook for everybody to see. So evidently, it's not no goddamn secret society type of logic going on here. Ain't nothing for me to fucking hide, in other words. You know what I'm saying? But in her mind, she didn't think of that. And I didn't give her a chance to think of it because I let the fucking shit go. But go ahead, bro.
So let me ask you this. What's your take on men or women, better yet, put it like this. What's your take on women having male friends and vice versa? But first, what's your take on women saying that they got male friends? And she in a relationship. Do you think that's a problem?
I don't have no problem with that.
You don't see that as a problem?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because here's the deal with that. I'll give you a prime example of that. When I first started this career in 2002, the first thing that goddamn instructor asked us before he started the class, he said, before I start this class, because once he started that class, see, a lot of people don't know.
Sit up in my chair,
Yeah. Put your seatbelt on, cause this motherfucking ride finna get rugged. This ride finna get rugged, B. But check this out.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know truck driving is a college course.
Right.
Because of all kind of safety issues that goes on that you have to learn. You know, not just the rules of the roads, you gotta know everything on this truck, as well as the trajectory of how to perform this truck or whatever the case may be. Because this is not like no vehicle, not like driving a car.
Right.
Because this is 80,000 pounds of steel going up and down the highway.
Right.
The biggest thing on the road. And one thing about it, when I started going to school in 2002, before we started that class, I got funded by the United States government. Right. They gave me a tuition to go to school.
Right.
Over there at Wind Job Services in Greenville, to go to Mississippi Delta Community College to get my certification to drive trucks. But before we got started in that class, our instructor told us, before we start this class, I want to ask you a question. Are you think you're going to be able to drive an 18-wheeler? And what I mean is, are you going to be able to go up and down these highways? Because with this job, it consists of you going across country. Mm-hmm. So if you got a problem with Jody coming through the back door when you're going through the front door, this might not be the course for you.
Right.
Five guys stood up and walked the fuck out the classroom. No bullshit. Yeah. I laughed like a motherfucker. Me and a couple more guys, we laughed. And he said, and the instructor said, Mr. King, what's so funny? I said, I laughed because these guys literally are that damn scared about their woman cheating on them. I said, hell, I can just imagine what their woman do when they there.
Right.
So the reason why I feel the way I feel about If Lisa had a male friend or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't get mad at her because I know what I have. But I also know how to respect her, and I know how to and she know how to respect me. And it's all about communication.
Yeah.
It's all about the communication complex. If you don't have no goddamn communication towards the person you with, you're gonna have these kind of wrongdoing situations. Because my son, mother, and I, that's where we fucked up at. Because the thing about it is, psychologize it in your mind. If you're not used to you being who you think you are, if you're not secure, basically, of who you are, yeah, you're gonna be real. You gonna have a fire. You gonna have a fucking problem. You have a problem. You gonna have a motherfucking problem with some guy or some girl being a friend to your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife, because you really don't know her and she really don't know you. Because if she knew you and you knew her, she can have 100 motherfucking men. Because in her mind, she already know what the fuck she want to be at any goddamn way. Now, the only way it becomes a problem if the nigga trying to rape her, then that's when you want to go DEFCON 1 on his ass, because you're going to be able to kill him.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all don't know each other, then that's when the insecurity come in, because you gonna feel like this nigga here, he look good, he got a nice car, he got a nice job, he got all this good shit going at him. Oh yeah, I don't like that nigga, cause I know what I ain't got. I work at McDonald's. I got a goddamn bucket, and I barely got a house that I got a 1-bedroom house that I'm living in. This nigga here got a 17-bedroom house. Oh, he gonna go in there and take my old lady, and I ain't gonna let that happen. But hey, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that one thing he can't do is if I'm gonna go backwards on. I agree with everything you're saying, and if he can take her from a man, he never had it anyway. See,
yeah, exactly.
Another man can't come take nothing that is his. It was given to him. But the thing that I'm looking at is with the point, the problem that could breed is, I don't even think it's so much as the insecurity of the man, because the woman, you could be right there. It don't matter even if she got a male friend. What I'm saying is that from what I'm looking at is that a lot of times I've seen where women have had male friends and I've had female friends, and I know I tried to fuck on them. I'm just saying, that was me. But I've grown up from that. So it's not what she would do, it's what the potential of a man is. 9 times out of 10, the nigga is not hanging around no woman just talking girl talk. He probably is one of the guys that tried to talk to her most of the time. She just didn't get with him like that and said, we could be friends, we cool. He accepted that role. But don't be mistaken for 1 second that if that nigga fall off who she with, that's not going to be the shoulder that woman cry on. And he could take advantage of that. See what I'm saying? But that's like you're saying, again, it do have a part to do with insecurities. But you have to be secure in yourself. But I'm saying, for the most part, when guys are not mature enough or not in the position in their life where they know who they are and know what they have, that's why it's dangerous. Because even if I figured that I know her, she knows me. This nigga do not need to be hanging around, because he need to be having his own motherfucking woman to be confiding in. You see what I'm saying? But that relationship needs to have minimal communication.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You see what I'm saying? The man, her man is supposed to be the main one that she's confiding in. Not Lil JJ. Not Lil JJ. My homeboy, that's my friend. No, fuck Lil JJ. Me and you, it's me and you now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So JJ need to go find him a woman that way he need to build a bond with. Her bond should not be tighter with a friend than it is with the man she's trying to build a life with. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem that see it could cause. And the same thing for a man. He shouldn't be having no female. And to my baby, this is my female friend. Come on, man. That's too close for comfort. You know what I'm saying? That's too, being a co-worker, you work around these people, being in the space with these people enough. You see what I'm saying? On a daily basis, if you're out there working.
Yeah.
So it's a dynamic. I don't think it's so much as about trust. It's just what the potential of what could happen. So when you try to build a relationship, you want to minimize anything that could cause interference as much as possible.
Yeah, most definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
Because
So
I mean, you know, I get the whole concept. Like some females will see, like, you doing things for, like, for example, I'm doing something for Lisa. I mean, cause like me and Lisa, we started talking in 2019, and I say probably about 6 months into the relationship, I had people come back telling me that Lisa's supposed to have a dude in Jackson, a dude in Greenville. They had it. She would have it everywhere, but in Hollandale.
Right. Yeah.
But like I told Lisa was kind of fucked up in the head behind it because she felt like, you know, these people don't even know me, and they basically put me. And I told Lisa, I said, you gotta understand, you've been living in the Delta way before I was even thought about moving into Mississippi. And you should know how the game goes down there. It's still the same. Even though you moved to Jackson, it's still the same. Because quiet is kept. You got to understand. A lot of people that tell me things or say anything to me about you are the same ones that I was probably trying to get with, or they were trying to get with me, and they just didn't have they shit together.
Right.
Because quiet is kept. I've had encounters with female before me and her then started talking, and these motherfuckers left me out in the fucking rain. And the reason why they left me out in the goddamn rain, because they felt like that I can do better than you. You a fucking truck driver.
Like,
you ain't shit.
Right.
You ain't shit. You ain't hardly be at home. Then here come this woman. What's so better? What's she doing? I ain't doing. Oh, she doing a whole lot of doing. You know what she doing the most? That really turns me on? She listens.
Yeah.
She listens. She fucking listens.
Yeah.
I can't find one that can do that right now.
And see, Chaos, that's a good point you made, and you alluded to, but it's called the sexual attraction.
Yes.
And that's the natural thing between men and women, that a woman should not be talking about her female. If she has male friends, when she meet a man and she's serious about that guy, she has to let that relationship little by little, or just straight cut it off and say, hey, look, we can't do this. Because there's going to be a conflict. It's too much. You got masculine energy over here from the man she's building with. You got masculine energy from over here. They've already had a bond, and now he's going to feel left out. Now she got to try to cater to this nigga's emotions because she got a man now. She's trying to have a life. Mm-hmm. So it's a conflict of interest. A woman should not be between two dominant forces to decide on who she's going to give more time to.
Yeah. I mean, because she's told me about the guy that you know, that been trying to get at her or whatever the case may be. And, you know, and I appreciate her telling me that. And I tell her about situations with me. But, you know, the thing about, like I told her, I know where I want to be at. I said, because 10 out of 10 chances every day we talking on the fucking phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not to mean, no, you know, it might not mean a lot to a lot of motherfuckers. They're like, I don't mean shit. You know, you can have a female with you. You know, here's the thing right here. I peeped Lisa out when I first started talking to Lisa. Because Lisa had something going in her life that I ain't seen too many women had going in their lives.
Right.
This woman here had a mother and a father like me.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything? Hell, fuck yeah. It means a whole lot.
It means a whole lot.
Because that way, like my dad say, that means that me and her can speak English together. Because a lot of these motherfuckers were speaking all kind of languages except English.
Right.
I can understand her. She can understand me. She know how to listen, like I said. Listen,
Yeah.
listen, goddammit, listen.
Yeah.
Kevin
And that's-
Samuels basically pointed that shit out on a lot of his goddamn shows,
Yeah.
saying that black women do not know how to fucking listen.
Yeah. And that do come from the 2-parent household, but
Oh,
also, you know, and having that male, just having that masculine energy
yeah,
around them makes a whole lot of difference when women come to making decisions about being in relationships. You're able to spot certain characteristics that are just traits of masculinity.
yes,
And when a man comes from a single parent home or having been around the world and traveled and been able to see things and how shit really operates, he does not have that. So he's gonna make a lot more mistakes, intelligent, mature decisions that he should have been able to know, but his daddy wasn't in his life. You see, and a lot of these women have got in relationships with dudes who from single parent homes, and they both from single parent homes. So it's gonna be some kind of turmoil in terms of trying to develop relationship skills because you
yeah.
have not seen relationship skills.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers think they can.
you never lived it. You don't know
You
how to
never
deal
lived
with
it.
it.
So you trying to learn on the go. So you're gonna be making mistakes along the way. You're like, damn, why this shit didn't work out? Because you don't have life
Yeah,
skills. You don't have communication skills between man and woman. You don't know when to shut the fuck up in this is.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. I mean, that's
So
and you know
you
the
fighting
one
for
thing about it.
control. Who gonna run the household? I've been doing it this my way, but you want him to be a part of your life. You like,
Yeah,
damn, why she listen to me? I'm out here.
the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan had a little skit back in 90. I think this was 93, 94, something like that. It might have been in the 80s. But he said the black woman's mouth is a snake pit. He said because black women then got to the point where in society they don't want you to tell them a goddamn thing. Because the white man basically told you that you don't have to be that you have to be accountable to listen to shit these niggas got to say because they can't do nothing for you. They can't basically protect you because they can't protect themselves. So guess what? You be more of a man than he will ever be. And we'll give you all what you need. We'll give you child support. We'll give you money to go to college and get a good paying job and be up on a higher hall than he will ever be up on.
Right.
In her mind, she thinking she doing better than every motherfucking body. But your family's suffering, bitch. You ain't doing better than no motherfucking body. Because you got your PhD, your MIA, your motherfucking bachelors, the masters, and all that shit. But your goddamn your brother that came out the same pussy womb that you came out of ain't got shit.
Right.
Your mama struggling. Your dad is struggling. Your uncles, your niece and nephew struggling. But I got a PhD. I got this going on. And even your own kids are struggling. You know why your kids struggling? Because ain't nobody there while your PhD having ass
At work.
is at work and they at home watching motherfucking Cardi B twerk her ass on TV and Lil Nas X showing his pregnant ass stomach.
Yep.
So what is that telling you? That means your life ain't shit still. You got a piece of paper with Mr. Charlie's signature on it saying, congratulations, dumbass bitch. But they're saying it nicely, though. Congratulations, Shaniqua Jones.
Yeah, you just a better.
That's how it is.
Paid workers. That's all. See, that's what he did, though. They took him out of the household, gave her a new daddy, a new zaddy. You know?
Yeah.
And they think that, but just like you said, you ever heard of the phrase "hit the wall"?
Hmm.
You know what hit the wall is, right?
Talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
This is what hit the wall is. Hit the wall is when a woman gets to a certain stage, right? You know, biologically, she got a clock that she can reproduce in. There's a window of time, right? So from 19, or we're gonna say 22. I'm gonna even say 19. From 19 to about 26. Now you're looking at 30, right? 26. You're looking at 30 in 4 years. You ain't got no kids yet. You got your degree. You got all this shit going on, but you ain't got no babies, and you ain't got no husband. So you say, when are you gonna have kids? Oh, about 30. Well, You plan on working? Yeah. Who gonna take care of the kids? Well, I'm gonna take a couple years off. My husband gonna be working. Like Kevin said, how much you need to make? But the wall is about 35. When the reality of that degree, that all that time you spend away from home working, you ain't got no kids. See, the wall is a point that all women have to face. It doesn't matter their economic status, but the wall is from 35. Once you go past 30, that wall is coming up at 40, because here's the reality of the situation is with the wall is that it's been shown that as men get older and more wiser, they start to rise in their income, and they are more happier. Statistics show it. They more happier going into their 40s, 50s, and even 60s than women who are approaching that same area, because an older man can always go and get a younger woman because he's stable, he's more sound in his wisdom, his understanding of the world, and he's more attractive than he was when he's 19. See, the sexual prowess what women have from 19 to 26, even all the way up to say 30, that's only a limited time. Ain't no young dude trying to go out and find no 40-year-old woman and tomorrow we finna settle down. Show it to me. She'll be at best a sugar mama.
Well, if he do, that motherfucker is thirsty than a goddamn Haitian runner.
and that population is so small. But guess what? If you check the numbers and you look at it, look at that dude who already he went 19, 20, all the way up 30. By the time he deep into his whatever career he doing, now he done started to get his finances shit straight. He done shook a lot of this shit off from the world. You know, he ain't out there trying to chase pussy no more. He really focused on his purpose. So he progressively gets more attractive to a younger woman. It ain't the other way around. So the wall is against the women. That's what hitting the wall means.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna hit that wall. The wall is reality. And all the shit you did back then, you wish you would have listened. You have a very limited window. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So the wall is there for all of them. So that's what the wall is. The wall is that inevitable time in life, about 35, and you looking at 40, and you saying, "Dang, I'm trying to get married now. I'm trying to."
Yeah, you want to settle. Yeah, you want to settle down when you didn't put all the miles. You didn't put all the miles on your ass.
Yeah. Now you want to pass it off on somebody else. They say, "Oh, no. It don't work like that. It don't work like that." And that's why they have been shown.
You know, it's funny
and all that shit.
It's funny. I don't know who it was that had a picture. I should have saved it, but it was a picture of 3 guys. No, 4. I think it was 3 or no, it was 3 guys. And a woman. It was a woman, her husband, and she had 2 boyfriends. And they all took a picture together. And I was like, this is some stupid shit. And then, females was like, I commented on it. And some females was like, that's what y'all, well, I mean, why she can't do it? Y'all guys do it. And I'm like, so you mean tell me that females trying to put themselves in the same position as guys now?
Yeah.
I said, way back in 20, 30,000 years ago, before the European invasion, it was destined for a man to have more than one wife. But it wasn't destined for a wife to have more than one man.
No.
Husband. So right. I'm like, well, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I said, because it wasn't destined for a woman to be having a bunch of dicks thrusting in and out of her pussy.
No.
Because, like I say, everybody, I'm surprised. I mean, I don't go around here measuring men dicks, but thing about it is, if I got 5, 6 inches of dick, and this motherfucker got 12 inches of dick, and he thrusting up in this bitch, and this bitch knocking her shit loose, and I get up in that motherfucker and fall in that motherfucking drown.
Oh, well, get your life, Ralph, boy.
Time to go buy a brand new car. I ain't for damn, bro.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with her. I can't fuck with her. Cause
But
I already know. Every time I try to be like, can I have some? And she like, okay, nigga, come on.
Yeah.
And then I'm pulling out, and I'm pulling out Cheech and Chong and shit. And she looking at this nigga, looking at me laughing and shit like this nigga. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, ooh, I make him feel good.
Yeah. You
but Mandingo and them and Mandingo and them back in the other goddamn room playing video games. They up there bullshitting around looking at that little dick ass nigga coming up in that motherfucker ain't doing shit.
You know what that made me think about too? On How High, when the little Chinese, the prostitute came, when Money Mike brought the prostitute in there, and the Chinese dude was like, I got 2 inches of hard dick. Right? She said, come on, baby, I'll work with you. Hey, but the sexual, but here's the other side of it too, though. But from a real DNA standpoint, though, it's been said that women hold on to DNA from other men. So
I read some up on that too.
Yeah, the more sexual partners she have, that DNA from the other men is still inside her womb.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a woman is not really supposed to be giving herself away to a whole bunch of dicks.
A whole bunch of men. Yeah, no, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? You could have a baby by the woman, and then the baby, you like, damn, why did that nigga don't look like me like that? Because
hell yeah.
The fourth nigga before you, his imprint is still in her.
Hell yeah.
You saying they like, boy, that baby don't look like you. Like, man, no, man, I know the pregnancy.
What, bro?
I ain't been with nobody.
Judah, you finna get some shit started, cause I'm finna say some shit about some Hollandale motherfucker.
She said, I ain't been with nobody, and she may not have been, but that imprint is still in her. So that little JoJo, he done got, man, that's your baby, but he look like Ricky.
Hell yeah, exactly. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I mean I've heard stories. Goddamn, God rest her dead. My friend Deborah Collins, you know what I'm saying. I know you remember Big Deb.
Yeah.
Deb told me so much shit, man. That told me so much shit that'll choke a horse, man. And I'm talking about motherfuckers claiming that certain people are their fathers and shit around that motherfucker. Said, goddamn, them motherfuckers come out looking like all these motherfuckers that they know that they daddy. And a lot of times it could be motherfuckers that they be talking about, it'll be like, you remember Curly to be riding a bicycle? He's riding a bicycle, God rest her dead, Curly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at that old nasty motherfucker. His old funky ass, but at the same time, that's your damn daddy, bitch.
Right.
Like, and then when your ass needs some money, guess who coming to your house? Hey, baby, you need a couple of dollars. What the hell you doing over here? I hate to tell you, but I'm really, I'm your daddy, though. Your mom just don't want to tell you. Then you start looking up and down in the damn mirror, and you look just like that motherfucker. Yeah. Now you want to kill yourself. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, I was bumping it. Yeah, I wasn't always a funky motherfucker, but when I cleaned myself up, I was wearing your mama ass out, skeeting all up in that bitch, leaving all my motherfucking bacteria in her pussy. Lousy bitch. Now what?
Yeah,
but see, but Judah, that's what I'm talking about. That's why. Yeah. The thing that I thought I ain't gonna lie. When I first came to Hollandale, I thought Hollandale was full of royalty, because niggas down there made like there was so much of this and so much of that in society.
Right.
But I was like, y'all motherfuckers ain't about shit. Nothing.
There's a lot of ratchet shit going on.
Oh man, god damn.
Yeah, it's a lot of ratchet shit going on.
Man, I had a motherfucker tell me a long time ago they wouldn't dare see themselves with me, because I'm a truck driver, and they heard truck driver with hoes. But I told her, I said, guess what? That light bill do, ain't it?
Hey, boy, hey, money talk bullshit walk 1,000 miles. So
woo! I'm telling you, they can sit there and bullshit a West Indian. You can't bullshit a West Indian bullshit.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, it's hard. Like that song go by on that movie Hustling and Flow. It's hard out here for a pimp. That shit real.
That shit real, yeah.
But see, you can sit up there and fool yourself all day long, like big on. Cause like I said, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm finna say some real shit right now. Cause I got about 15 more minutes. But
Yeah.
I got more utmost respect for one motherfucker down there that all y'all. Oh, well, I ain't gonna say you, but a lot of motherfuckers be talking about. And you know it. James Hudson,
James.
aka Hut.
Oh yeah.
Them motherfuckers can say what the fuck they want to say about Hut.
Right.
But Hut can. I heard Hut can eat up some pussy like puppy chow. And he done ate some motherfuckers around that bitch that you would think that would even touch Hut.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not finna name drop. I ain't calling none of them motherfuckers name
No.
down there.
I done heard some. You know, saying some old urban
But
legends. But
let me tell you something. All you gotta do is follow the paper trail, baby. All you gotta do is follow the paper trail. Well, you know what the paper trail is?
Yeah.
When a motherfucker, you know what? Okay, I'll put it this way. You know, moths like to go to the light, right?
Right.
Moths like to fly to the light.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is see what Hut be sitting up there, see who he be talking to and who he be fucking with, woman wise.
Yeah.
That'll let you know what that put who his main target is.
Yeah.
See, Hut he be low key letting your ass know who be fucking with him.
Right.
They'll call him all kind of stanky, funky, nasty ass motherfuckers all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's all said and done with, Hut, meet me around the corner.
Yeah.
Just take your stanky ass around the corner. I got you.
Yeah, man.
Cause Hut act like cause motherfucker be talking about, I wouldn't fuck with that funky, stinking motherfucker, but bath water and soap, long as bath water and soap exists, that whole dominion change, bro.
They can talk that shit.
First lady sound folk Honda will be looking for me. Ain't gonna be looking for me. I ain't called no name. I'm just saying like it is. I'm just telling you how real it is out here with this bullshit. Motherfucker be sitting up there talking about people, but at the same time, in the reality, you know you like that nigga. You know you cool with that nigga. You talk shit about this. Yeah, see, the thing about it is, like I say, it's their business. It's their prerogative. You do whatever the fuck you want to do, like Bobby Brown say. But at the same time, don't front. Don't bullshit yourself. Because it's there. It's there. God damn it, that light water and gas bill is a motherfucker.
That ain't going on.
Especially when your ass working at these goddamn bullshitting ass jobs that ain't barely paying you what you need to make to pay your little light water and gas bill.
Yeah.
That you goddamn it, a motherfucker like Hut come in handy all the time.
For real.
But I mean, all jokes aside, but like I say, shout out to James, bro. Hut though. That's my buddy though. That's why I told Hut, I said, Hut, you remember I used to talk about your ass back in the day? I ain't gonna never do that shit no more. Man, if I got the money, if the smooth taste for me, I'll buy you a drink or pour you a drink. He said, Chaos, they don't know me. They can't fuck with me. I said, yeah, I believe. You come to this motherfucker with about 3 pairs of goddamn clothes at one time, but at the same time, you still pimping, bro. I know it.
For real.
And the motherfucker talk about you all day long, talking about you smell like a navel, and you smell like the environment in Chicago. It don't matter. You still got it going on.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man. Boy, I love
anyway,
my people, man, but they be hell, man, on wheels, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I still shit.
Most definitely.
I love them, man, but we got to do better, man. Sometimes you gotta laugh at some of this shit. But
man, bro, what you talking about?
We gotta keep it real too.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Man. Shit.
I mean, that's the name of the goddamn game in this world we live in, bro. Because I mean, it's not to try to put nobody down. It's just the fact of the matter. This is just facts of life. This is what's going on, man. We gotta make a change. We gotta pull together and work things out in a better perspective, man. Because I mean, the world leaves nobody halfway in this motherfucker.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to either do or don't do. If you don't do, then hey, only person gonna suffer is you.
It's you. Yeah.
You know, you can get on your knees and pray to God all day long. God ain't listening because He already know. He said, "I didn't gave you. I didn't manifest powers within you.
Right.
You got it. You got it all. What the fuck else can I do
Right. Right.
when it's already manifested in you?
Yeah.
What
You
the
just
fuck?
gotta act. This shit already activated. You just
Exactly.
gotta, you gotta be
That's just like
serious
me.
about it, man.
Yeah, it's just like me being in this goddamn 18-wheeler. You
Right.
think this motherfucker gonna drive itself? Hell no. I gotta drive. I gotta get behind the wheel and make this motherfucker get down the highway and make my deliveries and pick up.
Yep.
Other than that, it won't get done. Ain't no other Maurice King out here that's gonna drive this goddamn truck but me.
Yeah.
And my company ain't gonna allow it because my insurance, that damn thing is in my name. It ain't nobody else's name.
Right.
So,
Right.
like I say, you know, we gotta be held accountable for something. Like tonight, man, I see my views is low because shit, I'm streaming off my other goddamn Facebook page because Mr. Charlie done blocked the shit out of my ass for speaking the truth. I already know they're gonna be to the point where they're gonna be shutting me out, shutting me down every now and again. And when they get to that point where they block my ass completely, I'm gonna be totally done with social media.
Yeah.
Because I already know what the next agenda is gonna be. The next agenda is gonna be that you're gonna have to play the game. You're gonna have to go along with little Nas X little bullshit and everything else.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna go along with it. And that's when they gonna realize, oh, he ain't gonna go along with it. He don't need no social media page. And I'm gonna be like, okay, fine with me. Y'all don't have to see my motherfucking ass no goddamn else, no more on this planet. I don't give a fuck. Cause I'm not gonna go along with this agenda. I ain't going along with your hokey pokey. I'm not gonna go along with your feminizing of black men. A men period on this planet. I ain't going along with none of this goof ass shit. I ain't going along with these disrespectful black women. I already got one that respects me highly, and I ain't trying to lose that.
Yeah, you already know that's gonna happen though, man. When you get to, like I said, we already know that's gonna happen when you standing for the right principles and you, like I say, you going against it or you don't take into their agenda. You know, anytime you try to put a message out there, that's what they gonna do. But that lets you know you're doing something right. That's why I say I don't have no fear about it. Oh man, what about the?
I don't either. But
nobody worried about that shit, man.
yeah, because see, this, you know,
built
because
myself up into something, and somebody else
yeah,
will come along and tell me what I can. And,
I mean, because the thing about it was all I did was just gave factual information about what goes on, what went down in past 10 history that basically made this situation in 2021 become a fucking reality.
Right.
That's real shit. This shit that Lil Nas X is doing is what the prime example of what the fuck I was said on that goddamn post. And they blocked my ass, but they ain't gonna block that shit about Lil Nas X.
Nah.
That's why I call it hypocritical.
Yeah, they don't want you getting in the way of their agenda.
Hell no, because somebody making money off of our stupidity, and it's showing the hell ain't me and you.
Nah.
See, one thing about a hustle, you fuck with a person's hustle, they gotta come after your ass behind that, because you fucking up their money.
Oh yeah.
So they gonna do you like that. They gonna block your ass off of there because they be like, hey, you fucking with my money now. Especially if the motherfucker going to get these hokey pokies. You fucking with the pharmaceutical company's money. And you fucking with the CDC money. You fucking with all these motherfuckers' money that basically bringing all this shit to the forefront. And I understand that, but at the same time, don't try to force feed this shit on people because people ain't going. Everybody ain't stupid enough to go along with this shit. I know I'm one of them. So
yeah, sure ain't.
But
I know I don't go along to get along with shit. That's why.
Oh hell no, exactly.
I have my own lane. I don't try to ride nobody else's wave, and especially not the bullshit wave. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I just call it how I see it. But, you know, a lot of people it just ain't like that for a lot of men. It's only select.
Yeah, and they need to respect, and they need to, in the same way they take up for the LGBTQ and all these other goddamn organizations. They need to respect men like me and you with our opinion.
Right.
I mean, because like I say, and this is some real shit. I make jokes about the gays. I make jokes about all kind of motherfuckers. But at the same time, You do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're a grown ass person. But at the
Right.
same time, don't shoot this shit to these new generation kids
To the
that don't
kid,
barely
yeah,
don't
that's
even know what the fuck going on,
Mhm.
because they still trying to learn how this thing called life go. They
Right.
they're just coming into the world. Don't try to force feed this shit up on them. That shit with Lil Nas X. Tell that little nigga, that little fruit booty ass nigga, sit his punk ass down somewhere with that shit.
Yeah. You gonna do that? Get a private channel, but they want to put this shit on public networks, man. And then the parent got to govern their children too, man. You know that this shit out there on social media like that. You need to put some parental settings on it. Hey, man. But they just like say when the parents ain't away from home, they working, they got access to the internet, and they talk around school, around their peers. Oh, this is man. Listen, man. At my job, right? I'll just be like, man, yeah, man. I'm looking at these young men and I said, man, this shit is crazy. I mean, like the backbone, they like so spineless. So it's just like, man, this shit, yeah, man. I see it in real time, bro. I see it in real time. So, I don't just be talking at the side of my neck. I see the effects of the agenda.
Yeah, I do
I'm
too.
like, man,
I do too.
I said, man, wow, man.
Well, and like you said earlier, it's destined for for women to feel a certain type of way about this agenda, because they don't understand. They looking at it from an emotional standpoint. So chances are they're gonna say little sucker shit like, "Well, it really don't matter, it's just business." But they don't really understand that it's a bigger picture than what they looking at.
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, you looking at the fact that he's still a human being, but you don't even know that they are literally trying to get our asses up off this planet.
Yep.
And they're doing all type of shit that basically that they don't even understand that's being done. Because they know who we are more than we know ourselves. And that's the hurting part about it.
That's the hurting part.
Because anytime, if your next door neighbor know more about what the fuck you gonna do on your daily basis, you better watch that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Because that might be the motherfucker that probably break it in your house when your shit come up missing. And then you come knock on your door and say, I heard somebody broke in your house. And you like, yeah, somebody did broke in my house. I wish I would have seen the bouncer. I'd have shot him. And you're like, but in the back of your mind, this the motherfucker that stole your shit. But he got sense enough not to bring the shit to his house. He taking that shit somewhere else across town. But when the smoke clears, then he'll bring it to the house. I mean, or if he done been and sold it to the pawn shop or something. But anyway, man, let's go and get up out of this thing, man. We didn't ran the fuck off big time tonight, man. Shit. Let's see. First lady said, what she say? I was just telling Maurice about my son classmate said that he vapes. Oh yeah, about her son, third grade friend.
That's wow.
Said he vapes. And but see, that's a prime example of how these young folks, they basically see what they parents do, or anybody that's basically guardian them,
right?
And they think it's cool. They don't know shit. They just see what their mom and daddy do.
And that's the big thing. That's with me, man. It's the kids that benefit, and that's the next generation. That's the future. So if you see this shit going down, what you think they gonna produce?
Yeah, exactly. But don't think the alphabet boys don't know that. Don't think that Mr. Charlie and them don't know that. They know it. They know it.
They the one who ain't responsible for
it. Is responsible. Hell yeah, they the one creating and pushing it. This is like a motion picture. Like a blockbuster, goddamn movie, goddamn it. They pushing, they promoting this shit like they promoting the hokey pokey. But anyway, man, let's get up off this thing, man. Shit.
Yes, sir.
Shit. Hopefully we'll do the Let's Talk Rant Wednesday as always. I went and changed the platform up on that. I don't know if you probably seen the Let's Talk rant that we did Wednesday, but I redid.
I didn't go look at it. I seen it. I was knocked the hell out. When I looked up, I said, "Oh shit, damn man, can y'all inbox me?"
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's done now.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. But whenever you come on, man, you know it's always a privilege, bro.
Yes, sir. I
You're part of
appreciate
this,
it, man. Appreciate it.
you
Being
know,
having
you're
y'all.
part of this platform anyway. Shit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dark Prince and First Lady and many others that watch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I couldn't, like I said, I probably didn't get too much of a big ordeal tonight because, like I said, I'm doing this shit off my other goddamn Halo Jones page because the motherfuckers still got me blocked. But they I guess I got about, let's see how many more hours I got on there on for what my shit go back to normal. It's supposed to go back to normal tomorrow. I ain't posting shit on Facebook no goddamn more. Motherfucker.
Nah. You got now. You just got to move strategic because we need the platform. The platform is helping. So, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, they say I got.
on here we'll be able to say what we want to say. You know.
They say I got 3 more hours.
Yeah.
Restricted for 3 hours.
Oh man.
Restrict these nuts
I
in
had
their
my
mouth.
little coffee, man. I'm finna jump over here on a Clubhouse because these motherfuckers have rooms open up. Oh man, that's where I really be getting out, you know what I'm saying? Really getting down in and out. So, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna be up. So I'm gonna go hang out over there, see what they talking about because we have a big discussions over there and shit, man. So I'm gonna go over there and hang out for a little while.
All right. And another thing. This week, this podcast this week, I'm gonna do some shit on childhood. Goddamn it. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be quiet, cool, calm, and collector. I ain't gonna fuck with Mr. Charlie this week. I'm gonna go ahead and give him come up for water, come up for air rather. I'm gonna be nice. We're gonna talk about the childhood situation. You know what I'm saying? Make it sound a little bit more nice and cuddly.
Yeah, you know the council culture. You know the council culture is real, but at the same time, man, we're gonna say we're gonna say, man. I ain't gonna try to stop me from saying what I know.
Oh no. I mean, like I say, I'm gonna say what's on my heart. I ain't gonna never bounce back because hell, you know, either way it go, I'm still gonna be me at the end of the day. I'm not gonna be no Charlemagne the God and all these other goofy Jason Whitlock and Stephen A. Smith and all these goofy motherfuckers that sit around there trying to, you know what I'm saying, basically get on their knees for a piece of chicken and some butter biscuits. Fuck all that. I ain't got time for that shit. But bro, man, it's been going, man. We're gonna go and step up over here, man. You have yourself a good old night, and we'll holler at you.
Oh yeah, same thing, bro, man. You have a good, peaceful night, man.
All right,
y'all. Peace out.
All right, peace, bro. All right, that'll conclude tonight's show. It's your boy DJ Mix Master Chaos. Like I said, going to be doing the next podcast this Saturday is going to be about childhood. So I'm gonna be posting pictures of me when I was a youngin', some of the pictures I got anyway, and talk about the thing that went down as a youngster compared to all this shit that's going down in 2021, and kind of compare notes of what they do now versus what we doing, what we did when we were kids. So it's gonna be a pretty good show, I think. But anyway, it's your boy Chaos. I'm about to get the hell up out of here so I can give me some good rest. And much love, respect to you all. And I guess that's gonna be it. Well, yeah, it's gonna be it. Y'all have a good night. Deuces.